New York. I own a company. We manufacture women's clothes. And Steve Rossi is partners in a new restaurant out there. That Sunday we're doing a fashion show. So he wanted us to promote that, send Vanessa in to get naked for Howard.
So Vanessa, you would be willing to get completely naked?
Yes.
Now Vanessa, what do you do for a living?
I'm a model.
Do you dance also?
No, I don't.
So have you ever done anything like this before? Have you ever got naked in front of a bunch of guys?
Yeah, but pretty much on a personal level, but there's no time like the present.
So you're not like a stripper or anything, you're just a
regular
normal woman?
Model.
Yeah.
A regular model and how do you know Steve?
Steve Rossi's from Vegas. His restaurant is where we're doing a fashion show.
So have you ever met Steve before?
Only on one occasion.
Some girl out in our lobby wants to get naked for a plug.
A plug of what?
She wants to plug something. She's involved with Steve Rossi in some enterprise or something. She says she's willing to take her clothes off if she can.
Steve's now got women coming in here to take clothes off to get plugs?
I think so. Gary says she's real good looking.
Yeah? How does she know Steve Rossi? I guess I'm curious.
I don't know. Yeah, she got my curiosity too. You think I need to put my sunglasses on? Yeah, I better.
Yeah, future's so bright you might as well wear shades.
Every time I see the E! Show and I don't have my shades on, I want to vomit.
One of the makeup women said to me, she doesn't know what's happening, but you're getting better looking to her.
Yeah, that means she's getting dizzy from the show. Come on in. Hey, you are good looking.
Thank you.
Attractive girl. Got your whole future ahead of you, and here you are ready to get naked. What are you, a stripper?
Huge. No, I'm a model.
You're a model. Same thing.
No, not really.
Breast implants?
No.
Oh, come on.
Swear on my life.
You swear on your life? Wow. What are those, C's?
What is the test?
How do I know? Well, I'll know in a minute when she takes her clothes off.
I can't afford to buy fake ones. They're
You don't
real,
need fake
trust
ones.
me.
What are they, B's or C's?
C's.
Wow, nice set. Nice body.
Thank you.
You know what?
Oh, I get a plus today.
Why not?
I tried to figure out.
You're probably Steve Rossi's daughter.
No.
All right, go ahead. Yeah.
You try to figure out, you try to ask them nicely whether they're strippers without coming out and saying it. So I asked her if she ever got naked in front of a bunch of guys before.
Yeah.
And she said only on a personal level.
What is that? Oh.
So,
All right, not a professional level. Where were you at, a party?
A bunch of my friends and I tend to
Get close to that microphone. Don't be
A bunch
afraid.
of my friends and I tend to go wild every once in a while.
Oh, yeah? What do you do? Like, where did you, where did you do this? Were you on acid?
No.
No? You do drugs?
Just do it.
No, I don't.
You don't? Would you like to drink?
Yeah.
You do?
I admit it.
Yeah.
I'm
then,
Irish. It's in the blood.
Right. And then what happened? You go, like, you party and stuff, and then, like, all of a sudden you end up taking your clothes off in front of a bunch of guys?
Actually, we usually start out at a friend of mine's house.
Right.
It's like a
So this has happened.
religious thing. It happens again and again.
No, it's happened a few times.
Yeah.
Right.
And we just go over there with that intent.
And all your friends are hot like you. They wear little sundresses and like to show their bodies off.
Well, little sundresses is a story behind.
What do you mean?
The reason I'm here, other than to
Oh,
take
you don't
it
get your
for
plug
you.
yet till you get naked. But wait, we'll get to that in a minute. So when you go to these parties, do you make out with other girls?
Yes.
You do. You like lesbians, don't you?
I could take it or leave it.
Really?
It's-
I love a girl. That's a good answer. That means she's really into guys, but
Yeah.
like, you know,
She'll do it.
she's up for it.
Have you ever heard
I just got so aroused as soon as she said I could take it or leave it. Boom, right? All you guys too.
You like that kind of passive attitude.
Yeah, everything just went on full alert. It's unbelievable. Look at this. Boom. Pretty girl, sundress, ready to take her clothes off. Yeah, I could
And
take it or
she'll
leave
do lesbianism.
What age did you first start making out with girls?
That's 16.
How old are you?
I'm 20.
You're 20, and at 16 you first discovered girls? Is that before you discovered guys?
No.
Really? You first discovered guys, and then when did you
How
discover
old
your
were you
first
when
girl?
you discovered guys?
4. You're very sexual, aren't you?
Quite.
Yeah. Oh, God. That's
So
the
when
curse.
did you lose your virginity?
I was 12.
Oh, boy.
Wow. Oh, now I just got even more aroused. 12 years old. Were you fully developed at 12 with the C cups?
Not with the C cups, no, but I was getting there.
Really? You already had your period at 12?
Yes.
Oh, super.
Was she
Oh,
willing?
my God. I am fully aroused.
Super.
I am fully aroused. Do you believe this? I swear. You see what's going on in my
I
pants?
believe it.
I ain't standing up.
I'm trying to figure out
I
whether...
couldn't stand up now if you paid me $1 million.
I'll pay you. Stand up.
Oh, my God. I'd be so embarrassed. So was it your uncle or your brother when you were 12 years old, or was it...
No.
How old was the guy?
He was 17, I believe.
17? And, like, where'd you meet him?
Friend of a friend kind of
And
thing.
he did it with a 12-year-old?
Oh, he didn't know.
All right. You didn't tell him how old you were.
No.
You just
Wow.
wanted him, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. And you were so horny.
Some
And was it
things
good?
you just gotta have.
And was it really good?
It hurt like a bitch.
It hurt. It really hurt. But you didn't like it. I wouldn't know. I've never been given that honor of taking a woman's hymen.
Well, you probably wouldn't have hurt with you.
After
Howard,
a little
judging
while.
from what
You probably have a
Yes.
hymen as thick as a paper cloth, right? Probably like a snare drum. You're very feminine, by the way. What kind of shoes you wearing? Let me see how you dress. Oh, yeah. Nice. Thank you. No undies? All right.
No.
Wow, 12 years old. You must have really been into it. But now I bet you're as loose as a bear cave. Oh. Right? You've been through the mill, honey.
I won't take that personally, don't worry.
Don't.
Flapping in the breeze.
Flapping in the breeze.
Ooh,
I am fully aroused.
today.
I am fully aroused. Robin, you should come over here and help me. Come over and kiss me, Robin.
I thought that's why I was here, Howard.
Oh, yeah, baby. In a minute.
No,
Yeah.
with you it would be cheating.
What, you want to kiss?
Why not?
Really? You attracted to me?
Somewhat.
Really?
Somewhat.
I'm better than a girl.
This girl goes with everybody. What do you mean
Yeah, what do you mean, somewhat?
I never answer something completely straight.
Am I really that bad?
No.
No, I'm not that bad, right?
No.
Right. All right, so anyway, you're telling me, like, when you were 12, you were with a guy, and then 16, how did you discover a girl? Was it just a girlfriend of yours, a friend?
Yeah, it was a friend of mine and her husband, actually.
Really? How did this happen? Explain it to me. You're very
friend
cute.
of mine
right?
was, she was talking about how she'd done that before.
Well, let's just show you. When you walk
Where
around,
were you?
when you walk around in your everyday life, are you pretty suggestively dressed like this? Do you like to show off your body and stuff?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable like this.
Yeah, you enjoy this.
I have, no inhibitions about anything.
Right, you like to wear sexy outfits and stuff. And where are you, when you live in Florida and stuff, or Vegas, where is it?
I was in Vegas for a while. Now I'm going to be staying in New York for a while.
All right, and what, are your parents dead or something? Is that, you don't, what are you, a runaway?
No, it's a long story.
What's the story? They disowned you? You're kind of a wild child.
Yeah, I left my mom when I was about 14.
Cool.
And
No kidding, you hate her so much?
I despise her. She makes
Really?
my stomach turn.
Really? How come?
Well, happy Mother's Day.
Yeah.
I love it. I don't have to spend any money on Mother's Day anymore.
Good, you're a wacky broad. I like that.
Wow.
So what do you told you? Why? What's wrong with your mother? She just like mean and stuff?
She's just a demon incarnate, I swear.
Really? She's just really nasty?
What the hell did she do?
Did you have any sisters or anything?
No, I'm an only child.
You're an only child, thank God.
Thank God. This woman was bad at it.
So at 14, you left home, you ran away?
left home.
And where was your dad?
I didn't meet my dad until I was about 16.
Perfect kind of girl.
I didn't meet him
Hungry
at all.
for love. All
How did
confused.
you know it was him?
No guidance in life and good looking. Isn't it great?
She's going right down the checklist.
Yeah.
Lesbian, guys.
Isn't it great?
too.
Oh, this is
Jackie
great.
says this is a sure thing.
No dad. Mom was a bitch. The lesbianism.
Out of the house at 14.
12 years old having sex, and she's good looking. Hallelujah. How much do you weigh?
114.
114? How tall are you?
5'1".
Yeah. You're 5'1"? You look much taller.
Heels do that.
Yeah. You got a nice proportioned body, though, I'll tell you that.
She's got the story of a stripper.
Yeah.
She's just not one.
Please. So anyway,
She's got the story of a stripper. She lives out of clothes.
is everyone, I am fully aroused.
Oh, yeah, so am I, Howard.
No, seriously. Fred, are you aroused?
This is doing something for me.
No, come on. Can you stand up right now?
I can
I
kind of
can't even
stand up.
see
I'm
you
not,
in that little corner.
I'm right
I
here.
couldn't even stand up right now. That's how aroused I am by this story.
Well, let me see.
I'm
how
so
you
anxious
can't
to show you.
stand up.
Come over here and I'll show you. Look at this. Look what's going on under here.
Are you
cover
rubbing up against your piece of wood?
Not yet. I'm trying to behave myself.
Gary's got his hand in his pocket.
No, I'm actually okay.
You're bent over,
No,
though.
but what's the difference between me getting aroused in public when two lesbians do something and this? You
What?
said I can't control myself. Remember when I was on stage and you said like I'm an
Who
animal?
cares? Be quiet.
And I can't control
Yeah,
myself.
Good. All right. No, anyway, let's get
know
back
what
to your
he's
story.
talking about.
Yeah, I know. He's all over the place.
He's excited.
He's such a bore. All right. So, don't tell me you did Steve Rossi, did you?
No.
Did you ever kiss Steve Rossi?
No, I didn't.
All right. So now, so your friend, this woman you met, and her husband, you hang out with them. They're like friends of yours.
Yeah.
And you go over to the house, and she says, "Hey, I had charged lesbianism, right?" Mm-hmm. And she started. What did she do? Like the husband was home that night?
No, we just spoke about it, and a week later I came back.
Yeah. And what were you wearing that day? Like little short shorts with your ass sticking out?
Probably.
Yeah. And you went over there, and what was she like?
Just shorts and a t-shirt.
Really?
And I came back like a week later just, to hang out and talk to her.
Yeah.
Just
Ha,
friendship
where is she
talk.
from?
I don't know. That's a really turn-off
Talk to her.
accent. Yeah, who cares, though? Yeah, go ahead.
And
Where are you from? Where'd you grow up? New York?
New York, and then
Yeah.
I moved to Vegas.
Yeah, she's got a New York accent.
Yeah.
And yeah, go ahead. So then you
And her husband came home from work,
right.
and it just...
He came home from work, and what was she wearing? Was she just walking around like a little dress or something?
No, she was walking around in shorts and a t-shirt. Like, you're just hanging out.
And then all of a sudden, what happened? She started kissing you in front of the husband?
Yeah.
And you liked it?
I was kind of, like, unsure about the whole thing.
And then
I
she
was
took your
like,
clothes off and did everything to you?
Pretty much. And
Really?
then her
Hey,
husband
now.
got in on it.
And her husband did you, too?
Yeah.
Oh, you are a little slut. Oh. That's great. Were you all drinking?
No.
No. God, I love that. Oh, I am so fully sexually excited right now. Fully sexually excited. All 1 inch.
I wonder how you make a living when you leave home at 14.
Oh,
I've always worked.
Doing what?
I worked in a gym. I was a secretary. I worked for an air conditioning company as a secretary.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I've
Do you get it on with
worked
the
on a
owners?
fishing boat. I've done just about
Really?
everything.
You're like Forrest Gump.
So you could get a legitimate job at 14.
Yeah.
Ever take money for sex?
No.
Never.
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 Wow. She's Forrest Hump. So, wait a second.
Sex is payment enough. I don't need the money.
You love sex?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Now, you agreed to take your clothes off for a plug?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me see that.
What is... I don't know what...
No, we don't know. We don't get the plug till the clothes come off.
Oh, I think you don't get the clothes off till I get the plug.
Hey.
Come on, be nice.
Come on. Come on, take your clothes off. We want to see you naked. I'm already aroused.
I want you to take my clothes off.
I'll do that. No
You'll do
problem.
that?
Yeah, come over here. Quick. Get those headphones off. How old are you again? 21?
20.
20? Perfect age. I don't like girls older than 20.
Yeah,
I've
girls
just
should
decided.
never be older than 20.
Yeah.
In
This girl
fact,
turns me
you
on for
can't
some
be
reason.
a girl
Yeah,
older
let me
than
just close this so it doesn't get in your way. Wow, nice outfit. Good body.
God, I'm tired.
Man, you smell good too. All these girls have the same smell.
What is that smell?
I don't know. What is that smell?
It's aftershave.
Is it really? Where do you
By-
put it on?
Made by Eddie Bauer.
Look at me. Hold on. Let me cover up so you don't see that I'm fully excited.
That's all right.
You don't mind seeing that? I don't want to scare
It
you.
won't be the first one.
Obviously. All right. Wow. What a bot on you. Here, take off your dress.
No, you can take it off for me.
Take it off for you?
Yeah. I got tan lines.
You're not even wearing panties.
No, I never do.
What a body. Oh, yeah. See, this is what, you said my wife looks good. She's got to keep working out till she gets like this. Wow. What, you got a tattoo?
Yeah.
Look at that body. Man, not bad. Steve Rossi didn't have you, did he?
No, I didn't.
Wow, you are so naked.
Has she met Steve Rossi?
Have you met Steve?
Over breakfast once.
All right, you want to give your plug? Go ahead.
Oh, now I get to give my plug.
Yeah, come on.
Wait, give me a second.
All right, get back. Oh, get back over there. She's totally comfortable naked.
She sure is.
Gary, buy her a razor. She could use a little shave.
Yeah.
You're so comfortable
All right.
naked like that, aren't you?
Why not?
Oh, beautiful. What do you guys think of her, huh?
Who can think?
Nice little body on her, huh?
She's just so nonchalant about being naked.
You
and
done?
sex
Can I
and
do my
lesbian.
plug?
Gary, nice
She
body,
could care
huh?
less about you guys.
Boy, are you hardened, man. What happened to you?
She's awesome, but she could use the blade.
Right.
You shut up.
Oh,
All right, go ahead. Well, those
All
are
right.
real breasts.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
They are.
How many kids have you had?
None.
Wow, good for you.
Thank God. Okay, we're doing a fashion show for ladies only. It'll be in Vegas.
Steve Rossi in a for ladies only fashion show.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's going to be held at Steve Rossi's restaurant
He has a restaurant?
at Jerome's. Yes.
Yeah.
In Vegas. It's on Maryland Parkway.
Right.
It's a New York City designer and manufacturer of lingerie.
Want to go out to lunch with me today?
It's a lingerie show.
It's going to be
I'll take you to
professional
my movie
dancers.
set. I'll take you to my movie set. Show you around.
Pause.
She's trying to do her plug.
Oh, sorry.
My plug. Okay, it's going to be for professional dancers and it's going to be swimwear and lingerie also.
Would you like to become my masseuse?
How much you paying me?
Have you ever massaged a guy?
Yes.
How much do you charge an hour?
I never charged for it.
Oh,
Was
for
never-
mas-
It's
Oh, you know.
always part of sex. when she-
Yes.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see. All right, then I can't have
Everything's
that.
part of
I thought
sex.
maybe you were a professional masseuse.
So, be quiet a second. This is going to be on May 19th, Sunday, May 19th at Jerome's Restaurant in Vegas from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. The
Sounds
number,
fascinating.
I have no clue what's happening.
I'm just looking at her body. I don't even know what she's talking about.
Talking about
Just digging.
lingerie for dancers. I don't
Who cares?
Even know.
Who cares? She's almost done anyway.
Strangest thing I ever heard of.
Man, look at that stomach.
But we're looking for 2 models
Okay.
in Vegas to do the show. We need 2 more models.
The guy that brought her in here is out there screaming that she's not doing the plug right.
Of course not, but who cares?
'cause I can. You're all
You know what's
stuck.
funny? He brought her all the way in from Vegas and everything. He flies her down, gets her naked, gets her in the studio, and then, of course, never trains her how to do the plug.
Right.
Exactly.
That's good. I like that, dog. Let him suffer. Wow. Nice body on you. Congratulations on that.
Are you one of the models in the show?
Yes.
I see.
Man, I'd love to make love to you. I bet you that'd be fun. I bet you're good in the sack, too. You coming from a bad family and all.
I just
Wanting
wonder
love.
how they found her.
I love big
and
breasts.
hooked her up with all this.
What, Robin?
I just want. Could they spot her walking in the door that she's the one who'll go to New York and take off her clothes for Howard? for the
Steve
plug?
Rossi can spot an emotional cripple in 2 seconds. Trust me.
Emotional cripple.
Come on, no daddy, hate your mommy, leaving
a
home at
mess.
14. You're a mess. You're perfect, and you're good looking, and you got great cans. Oh, I love those. Oh, you're so young. Too young. Too young.
So young.
20
Too young.
I thought you don't like them over 20, so I'm not too young.
Oh, you're too young. Oh,
You're
man.
a hypocrite now.
Ah, that's right. Whatever you say. So, how did Steve find you?
Long story.
Yeah. How did he find you?
The guy who's out there who
Brought you here.
Yeah. His name is Barry. He is also a good friend.
So he's made love to you?
No.
No.
No, please, God, no.
No.
He's a good friend of Steve Rossi.
Okay. Have you ever had sex with Dean Martin Rossi? Steve's son? No. All right.
Oh, she's not answering that question.
That's right. Have you?
No.
All right. No, you haven't.
Trying to point at something. I heard that one.
Well, you look terrific, I got to tell you.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I got to take a break. I got a lot more show to get to, but there's your plug. I hope you did it right, because I'm sure Steve will chop you up and put you in the back of a car. And Robin, do you have any idea what Steve's involved with?
No.
A lingerie show.
It's a lingerie show for dancers.
All right.
I thought it was for women.
Who knows? We'll be back right after these words.
So Vanessa, how'd it go?
That's not my first question. So how'd it go? No, just kidding. So were you nervous when you got naked for him?
No.
Now, what do you think of Howard's review of how you looked?
How you doing?
Somewhat unnerving.
Were you complimented, or did you think it wasn't positive?
I was complimented by it, but, you know, it was still a little bit like, you know.
You think you're gonna get in any trouble for those stories? You think your friends are gonna be a little upset? No, nobody's gonna be upset. Your parents? No. What are your parents? Did your parents know all these stories?
I don't speak to my parents, so it doesn't really come into play.
Oh, really? Oh, because you left home at such an early age, right? So.
We gotta go. We gotta be somewhere in 10 minutes.
All right.
Okay. All right. So you had a good time in there?
Yeah.
By the way, Sal working the board for Fred today.
Yeah.
Hello, you. Sal and Jim, some sort of combination of those two.
It takes two people to replace
to
Fred.
replace Fred, evidently.
Idiot.
But Fred freaked out over our win on
He was very happy.
there was a death of Fred's family. I don't know how much he wants me to get into it. So,
Right.
With him, you got to be careful.
Well, let him tell the story. He's
Right.
just out because of a family situation.
Boy, it's weird not having Fred here. I think I like having Fred here because I don't worry when Fred is here. I don't think about that side of the room.
That's right.
Are you guys all right over there? It's amazingly quiet, too. It's weird. Sal, you under control over there?
Yeah. It's just a little overwhelming at first. There's so many sound effects, and this is a completely different system. But, yeah, we got it down. I figured less is more.
You know, I realize I'm entrusting this to Sal, who's, like I heard him on the wrap-up show yesterday. I don't know if you... Oh, you were there.
I was there.
I mean, Sal still can't comprehend what within 3 means.
That was the best. Listening to the theories that were going through his head.
You want to hear some disturbing radio? Now, I guess most people listen to the wrap-up show who are fans of this channel. But really, I mean, this is wild. I missed the wrap-up show yesterday. And Sal, what the fuck's going on with you? I mean, you did score 102 on the IQ test, which is...
Yeah, and I got an 86 on the Series 7 exam, which is a very difficult exam.
Yeah,
but you may have been answering the questions. You got the question right, but you don't know why.
Yeah, he completely... You know what it is? It's sad.
You're an idiot.
You know, he can't comprehend...
Is Fred here?
He can't even comprehend what was within 3.
Yeah.
The question on the Newly Weird game was, within 3, how many people will your partner say you slept with?
Right. But
it just totally... It's like Sal just doesn't get what within 3 means.
And 5 people understood it without any explanation.
Yeah, I mean, it's really sad because it's like when you interview Gary the retard, you understand the guy's born retarded, and he doesn't understand that when he goes in our green room, he's not on the moon. We told him it was the moon, and he thought it was the moon because we brought him there in a garbage pail, and he thought it was a rocket ship.
Yeah, he thought he had gone into outer space.
And quite frankly, I mean, you understand that the guy's retarded.
Can I leave now?
Yeah, but you're in a weird... Yes, you can leave. Sal's in fact, it's a weird energy with Sal in here, but it was weird. Like he doesn't understand within 3.
I do understand within 3. The thing is that within 3 people...
Oh, well, now it's been explained to you 500 times.
Yeah, but...
Listen to him on the wrap-up show rather briefly. It's insane.
The way it was worded, within 3 immediately, the first thing that came to my mind was within 3, does that mean because we're all married, we're not going any further than 3? In other words, are we staying within 1, 2, and 3?
Wait, I still don't. Do you guys understand what that means?
No, explain that. I really don't understand.
How did they get one answer?
JD says, within 3, how many women have you been with? And I'm like, within 3, like within 1 woman, 2 women, or 3 women? Within 3.
Oh, so you thought the answer could only be 1, 2, or 3?
Within 3. Right.
Okay.
1, 2, or 3. I put out 3 wooden blocks. I go, John, pick one within this 3.
Get Gary the retard on the
Within
phone.
this
Maybe he can
3.
help us out.
He thought 3 was the universe.
Okay, now, and I'm thinking, okay, we're all married, and I guess they say within 3, we can assume 1 because we're all married, and nobody wants to go overboard and think that, hey, wait a minute, I didn't fuck more than 3 women. So then Howard goes 30. I go, 30?
So now what are you thinking?
Now I'm thinking it's like, what is it called? Like increments of 3. 3, 6, 9. Yeah, multiples of 3.
Wow.
So I'm like, wait a minute now, because he said 30, but then Fred's put 50
You're
up.
putting way too much thought into it.
I know.
You're just like, within 3, now it's multiples of 3.
Well, first there's a little pressure because it's a game.
Dude, I mean, your comprehension is so low. Do you read books at all?
It's not low comprehension. I think I just
Do you
have...
ever read anything?
I do read.
Be honest.
Yeah, I just read
Does everything just seem confusing to you?
Nothing seems confusing at all.
Bullshit.
Even that wasn't confusing. It just was. It seemed more like a curveball because he didn't have the word within 3 people. So within 3, it was so vague. I didn't get it.
It was very vague.
It's almost like he could have had sex with something other than people.
Yeah.
Oh,
but I mean, how do you get through life when you don't understand within 3 how many people did you sleep with?
I don't know.
Would have been great if Sal went first and had to answer the question.
That was my thought. You know, if JD had been rotating the starters,
He might have gone first.
he might have gotten that question first.
Right.
And really, we would have had a great time with
And then
the
he wouldn't have heard 30.
Yeah, he wouldn't have had any ability to jump around because he didn't hear any answers.
I got to tell you, Sal, there's a lot of times, like, there's just certain information I don't know. You can't know everything, and it's embarrassing when you don't know it, but that's pretty wild. I feel bad for you.
Don't feel bad for me.
I kind of do.
It's just one of those odd things.
I don't know how you feed a family. I mean, if you don't know within 3, good Lord.
Within 3 brain cells, I guess. Fucking moron.
It just sucks, And I know he probably can't read because probably everything's like, why is it so complicated when they write stuff?
Well, he says, he doesn't want to be bothered with facts because you have to read them.
Right.
I do read, though. I just
What do you read?
I read The Dirt by Motley Crue.
Yeah.
That was a very good book. Okay. I'm reading The Art of Happiness by the Dalai Lama.
Are you really?
Yeah.
The Art of Happiness?
Yes, by the Dalai Lama.
Wow. Why would you think the Dalai Lama knows anything?
I don't know. He seems pretty happy. The guy's hanging out in a fucking robe all day, and he doesn't give a shit about
he was
anything.
born into it. It's like being born the king of England.
People are fascinated by his happiness, considering the man was tortured and he was in prison for so long, and yet he still finds the good things in life. And I said, wow, if this guy can find happiness, I'm sure I can.
Right. I can find happiness for you for 2 seconds. Get a divorce. You'll be happy as a clam.
I was going to say, the Dalai Lama isn't married.
Yeah, right. I don't know.
So can you tell me anything about the art of happiness? What makes what did you learn from it?
The art of happiness, basically, it all comes down to compassion, having compassion for people. The kinder you are to people, the more you feed your spirit and your soul, and the happier you will be.
And you've applied this? Have you been kinder to other people and understand other people?
I try not to curse out people as much. Like, I'll take a deep breath. If somebody cuts me off on the road, I try to see the better things in people.
Look at Sal. Learning from a book.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
So I do read, and
All right.
there's your answer.
All right, here's Sal still trying to figure out what it means to say within 3.
Sal, 50. You're thinking, okay, it can't be a multiple of 3 now.
And it can't be within 3, 1, 2, and 3.
So what
is it now?
Three people amongst 3 people. Which makes no sense.
So do you mean the total of 3 people? Like, you bang 10, he banged 20, she banged 30, and it adds up? Or?
Between what you know...
Sal's wife and the emotional friend.
There you go. Between Richard, the person who's given the number,
right.
Between me...
I still claim Sal probably thought The Art of Happiness was a coloring book. You know what I mean? There's no way he bought that thinking it was about the Dalai Lama's life.
Well, the best thing is that when he finally answers, he thinks he's wrong because he still doesn't understand the question.
Well, he answers the question sort of like waiting for you to say something so he can figure out what to say.
No, but I mean, even after, because we said, so you gave an answer, you got the question right. What was that based on? He goes, well, I still thought I was wrong. And then everybody said I was right.
And between, let's say, my spouse. In other words, would we all mutually know the number? That's the only thing I could rationalize. Within us 3 people, will we all mutually know the number of people that I've had sex?
Oh, within 3.
Right.
Within those 3 people.
What
number will they think everyone knows?
Wow.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God. Don't vote for Sal for president.
But then when somebody said 50 and somebody said 30,
No, but yeah, that's number 3. My first rationalization was within 3, 1, 2, or 3.
It would be great if Sal ran for president, had to be in a debate.
I would love it.
Once Howard said 30, I said, oh my God, it must be multiples of 3. Then Fred said 50, I go, it must be within 3 people knowing. Me, myself, I mean, my wife, myself, and the person giving the answer.
But how do you get to 50 from that?
I don't know. I was so thrown off. That's a good point. It's
wow. Just like 10 more IQ points and he'd understand that question. He's only at 102. So at 102, you don't understand what within 3 means.
You don't get within 3.
Wow.
I do understand what it means.
Bobo. Hey, you scored in the 80s on the IQ test.
I scored 89. He makes me look like a fucking genius.
You understood within 3?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. And this rant went on for 13 minutes, I think, yesterday on that show.
Explain within 3, Bobo.
Within 3 people. Period.
Within 3 people what?
Within 3 people. That's it, period.
No, explain it. Explain it. Bobo, explain it.
Well, he said within 3 people, right?
Yeah.
Right.
All right. And who do you slept with or anything like that? So you say within 3 people. Is it 2, 1?
So he doesn't understand.
He doesn't understand it either.
It's not more than 3. No, it's not more than 3.
Oh,
it's within 3. Within 3. 1 to 3. What's so hard?
I'm not sure he understands it.
He doesn't.
Or he does not understand it.
Bobo, within 3, how many people did you sleep with?
2. Okay? It's not more than 3.
All right.
Within 3.
So Bobo, what was Bobo's score? 80-something? What was his score?
He was 87 or something.
Okay, between 87 and 102, you can't understand within 3.
Bobo's answer is he slept with 2 women because it's within 3.
That's right.
Bobo, you're as big an idiot as he is.
Oh, fuck you.
What'd you say?
I said, fuck you, too.
Didn't Fred say something about 30 or something like that? He go, wow.
Yeah, Fred's an idiot because...
That's right. How could he get it right?
That's not within 3.
Right.
Right. What a dummy. Holy mackerel. Poor Bobo and Sal don't know what that means.
Hey, Howard, though.
How are these guys functioning?
It's easy to function, apparently,
Bobo,
in our society.
Bobo, within 3, how many people look at your hair and believe it's real?
Maybe one person a day.
I think 0 is the answer. That's within 3, isn't it?
That's it.
Mine is 40. Gary, that is unbelievable.
Well, it's unbelievable that he called in to say how stupid Sal is, and he thinks it's the same thought process. I've never in my life heard anybody not understand what that means.
Well,
and then now I've met 2 people.
So anyone between 87 and 102. Now, let me ask you, somebody with an IQ of 103, do they start to understand what within 3 means?
We got to find out the cutoff point.
Which
JD's 106, and he totally got it.
He got it.
He got it.
Yeah. Wow. So if Sal just had 4 more IQ points, he would understand that this is the simplest concept ever. And Bobo would understand that if he went up another 20 points or so.
Yeah, he needs a lot of points
he
to
needs
understand.
A lot of points. Come on.
You need 15 to get to Sal.
Yeah. No, Bobo, you're as big an idiot as Sal, maybe worse. You don't understand it.
No, I do, man. Within 3.
You called
is that
in.
More than 3?
You called in to say how dumb Sal is, and you're as dumb as Sal.
Yeah, but wait a minute. The term within 3, that means within 3 of something, all right?
That's true.
So how could it be more than 3?
Right. So in other words,
2,
when we say
1.
within 3, how many people did you sleep with? It's the answer's got to either be 1, 2, or 3, right?
Exactly.
So I'm the idiot for saying 30, right?
Of course.
Of course. So I'm stupid.
Well, where does 30 come in the mix?
Wow. Man, oh man, oh man.
I mean, Bobo, forget the within 3 part. How many people have you slept with?
Total.
Oh, okay. That's different. That's a broad question.
Of course.
Okay.
Very different.
That's a broad
question.
How many would you say?
If you said how many people I've slept with, probably about in my lifetime, I would say, and this is an honest answer, maybe about 25.
Okay. Now, within 3, how many did you sleep with?
Within 3?
Yeah.
How could it be that? When I
know you
Now,
slept
look
with
at
25.
you're messing up,
I know
Howard.
you slept with 25 women, but within 3, how many did you sleep with?
Oh, if you said within 3 women, and then I would say 2.
There you go.
The answer would be.
No, don't tell him the answer. Wait,
May I jump in for a second? Sal, could you explain? Can you explain it from here on?
If he slept with 25 people, within 3 would either be 28 or 22.
See, he finally got it.
Somebody talked to him.
Well, everybody did.
Nobody talked to me because...
Sal, you couldn't explain it on the show.
Because JD left out the word people.
He did not.
He said within 3. How many people have you slept with? He should have said within 3.
People. How many people?
Within 3 people. How many people have you slept with?
Bobo, the answer
I'm
is...
argue this right now.
All right,
All
Bobo.
right, go on. Let him argue.
Go ahead.
You should have said within 3 of the 25 people. All right? Then I would have
you
said
slept with 25 people.
22.
Bobo,
God.
the answer to within 3, how many people did you sleep with? The answer is
25.
what?
Within the 25 people, then I would have said 23.
Oh, the answer would still be 25. How can I ever make him see this?
I love this guy. He makes me look smart.
Bobo, thank you.
All right, listen,
You're so right about Sal being dumb.
Listen, there's an upcoming Whack Pack special on Howard TV, so you got to see that.
We look forward to it.
Okay.
We love Howard TV. There's a couple of specials coming up on Howard TV, which is
for the super fan.
Unbelievable stuff coming up, especially behind the scenes. Lady Gaga is very good too. I just saw an advanced copy of that. So there's a lot of good stuff. All right, Bobo, within 3, what page of Art of Happiness are you on? You must be reading that too.
What? Well, no. Actually, when I'm reading,
You two, by the way, you two don't need Art of Happiness. You guys need a basic math book. Something that just deals with logic.
Yeah, start with basic math.
Yeah.
Can I say one thing though? It's just changing the gears a little bit. But yesterday's shares, right, in the very building that you guys do your show in, it closed at $40 and change, and meanwhile Sirius is in the toilet.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about a Bobo, Sal, and Gary the Retard Book Club where they all report what book they're reading?
I would love that.
Yeah, they
I read books.
That'd be a good Howard 101 special.
What kind of books do you read, Bobo?
I read, say Donald Trump book, Get Rich Quick.
Did it work? I think
I did all right for myself.
I think in order to get rich quick the Donald Trump way, you got to know what within 3 means. Because when he negotiates and stuff, he knows within 3 Donald Trump. I can tell you that.
I retired at 56. Got to have something right.
Right. Thank you, Bobo.
He's probably 28. He thinks he's 56.
Within 3, how old are you?
Yeah. Oh, there he goes again.
It's hard to stump you. Within 3, how old are you?
58.
How old are you for real, though?
Huh?
How old are you for real?
58.
Right. Okay, he's getting it.
Yeah.
Within 3, how many wheels on a car?
4.
Okay, now you learned something.
Yeah,
All right, Bobo. Now you sound like a genius.
See, we pick up a little bit slow, but we get it.
All right, thank you, Bobo. I still claim he doesn't.
But he was laughing for 24 hours at Sal.
Yeah. Oh, he couldn't wait. His first phone call this morning was how dumb Sal is, and what an idiot.
Jesus.
When you said 7, do you know which theory you were using?
Is Bobo still there?
No, I just.
What is 7? What is it?
Why? What were you going to ask him?
No, we just found out, Bobo freaks out when you don't pick up his call.
Yeah.
So he's been calling for like a month and you haven't picked up.
Oh.
And he's been so freaked out that he's been going down to a dock, down to the water, and calling from a phone at the water because he feels it's a more peaceful place. He needs to be in a more peaceful place when he calls. So Will says that.
Get him back on the
So
phone.
Will says, like, when he calls, you hear, like, the birds, and the boats going by. He has to go to a special place to call you.
Hey, Will, get him back on the phone real quick. Stay here, Gary. We got to discuss this with Bobo. Holy mackerel! So he gets so full of anxiety that I haven't picked up his phone call that he decided, let's change venues.
Right.
He'll call into the show from a dock so that the water will calm him and the birds and the whole setting.
Exactly.
Okay. You think that's dumb, Sal?
I don't know. No comment.
Sal doesn't want to comment.
Yeah. Maybe we can't get in touch with Bubba because he's at the dock. And he
That's
probably
right. How can we get to the phone?
I'm putting him up right now.
Okay. Probably has poor reception. What line?
He's on line 20.
Thanks.
Within 3.
Bobo, are you at the dock now?
I'm at the dock right now, yeah.
We can hear the tugboats.
What's left of my dock?
So you get up early in the morning and leave home to make this call?
Yes.
What
I
time
leave
do you
home.
get up to make your phone call?
I get up at 5:10, take a shower and everything. I'm out the door, and I go down to the docks.
How long does it take you to get to the dock?
It's like 2.5 minutes. I live almost right on the water.
Do you walk to it or you drive?
I drive.
You drive to the dock, and then by 6 a.m. when we start the show, you're already on your
I have
cell.
to be here.
Right, and you're on your cell phone on hold, waiting to get on.
That's right.
Now, how many weeks into me not picking up your phone calls did you decide, you know what, maybe going to the dock will relax me?
Oh, yeah. No, that's why I come here. I come here to get relaxed.
Within how many weeks? No, what happened? I mean, how many weeks went by without me answering your phone call?
I would say it was today's, what, the 13 days.
13 days. So,
yes.
13 days. Within the 13 days, when do you start to panic and say, I need to go down to the dock?
Oh, my God. After the first day.
After the first day?
Yeah, I go into a bad place, yeah.
Is it weird for you to? I know they have like a lot of wildlife. Does a seagull ever think your hair is a nest and try to lay eggs in
I
there?
got attacked down here. I have to stay with the air conditioning in the car running.
Because what? Birds try to land in your hair?
Those fucking birds here that went to attack me.
Well, don't you
some
know?
asshole fed them with breadcrumbs or something. They all attacked me one day.
Yeah, but you've got that hair that a bird doesn't know that that's supposed to be hair. They think it's a nest.
That's some place to lay eggs.
Yeah, they want to raise a family. And...
It was the worst thing. Some of my questions blew away. Went right into the fucking water.
Do you write your questions before you get to the dock or while you're at the dock?
Oh no. There's a whole process. I have to go down to the. Well, I get inspired by the water. Like boats going by, and
Right.
the whole. It's very serene out here.
So today, when you were staring at the boat, you said, "I'll call in and say Sal's an idiot."
No, I actually had that before. Listening to the show yesterday, wrap-up show.
All right, so that came to you before you got to the dock.
Right, but most of the stuff of the Bobo Shrine now is under construction.
So you've sat at the dock for 4 hours because sometimes I don't pick up.
Oh yeah, easily.
Right, so you just sit there all day waiting to get on the air.
Right.
And then when you're done with the call, you leave the dock or do you stay there?
No, I leave the dock. You know, I go on with my day.
Right.
And this has to happen every day when when you're on.
Now, if Howard doesn't pick up, you stay on hold the whole time?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's why sometimes you say, Bobo, I haven't heard you. Women, you haven't heard me. I call up every day.
Wow.
I'm on hold every day.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
I would just go down to this dock just to watch Bobo and do this whole ritual.
Well, actually, no one was supposed to know except for Marianne from Brooklyn. She knew from when I was up at the show.
Yeah, right.
The Whack Pack special.
You know anything about this, Marianne?
Howard. I was sitting up at the studio, and he said, well, what do you do? I said, well, I clean my house. I call Howard, and I go, what do you do, Bobo? He goes, I go to the dock at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I take notes, and I sit there for 4 hours in an air-conditioned car, and I said, Bobo, I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. So I feel like I broke the story, Howard. But wait, you want to talk about dumb? Me and him were in the elevator at Sirius. We pressed the button. We went down. We were talking. We came back up. We got out. And I go, Ham Hands, how'd you get down here so quick? We were both stuck in the elevator. We didn't know. We didn't
3 times. 3 times we were talking.
So much, Howard.
All right. I've had it with her.
I know, but what they're saying is they never pressed the button, I don't think, and they kept opening the door on the same floor, and they didn't know it.
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah,
Was that the story? I mean, between that fake laugh, I didn't know. I didn't know what was
The show was over after doing a round table. We walk out, and Jason goes, come on, you guys got to go. So we go into the elevator, and her and I started bullshitting. And next thing, the door's shut, and we're talking in there 5 minutes. The door opens, and we come out and say, hey, wait a minute, how'd you guys get down here so fast? Meanwhile, we never left the floor. So then we closed the door, and we stood there again talking. We come out, open the doors, we're still at the same floor.
How many times can that happen before you guys figure out what's going on?
Well, then I pressed it, and then somehow the elevator, someone must have hit it back up again. So I said, oh, we're going down, Mary. And she goes, I don't know. And then someone must have hit it on the outside, brought us back up, and we walked out on the floor for a third time.
I want people to know that, Nobel Prize winners...
Do listen.
Yeah. I mean, I got a beautiful note about the Lars Ulrich. How do you say it, Ulrich?
Ulrich.
The Lars Ulrich interview from Barry Levinson, who's a renowned film director and genius. I just want people to know that while you're listening to this.
And poor Barry is listening to Bobo now.
Right. Let's go to Chris. Chris, you're on the air in Lisbon, Connecticut.
Hey, Howard, how you doing? Fucking Bobo trying to make fun of Sal is hilarious. He's like 5 IQ points away from not even being able to dress himself in the morning. But what I wanted to say, Sal is hilarious. He'll say something to try to get his point across, and then Gary or John will say like the exact opposite thing or the right thing, and he'll be like, right.
Right. Well, that's what I'm trying to say.
He's not even listening to what anyone else is saying. He just says shit. It's
He can't comprehend it. Yeah. Let's go to Mike. Mike, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard, what's up, bro? Listen, why don't we just change Bobo's name to Dodo?
Dildo. Oh, Dodo. Dodo's on the phone, Robin. You going to know who I mean? Dodo.
Hey, Howard, now everybody knows. All the fans are coming down here. They're all hitting the horn and everything. Now they all know where I am.
They're going to disturb your peace.
Oh, man. How am I going to write down here?
Right. What is he writing?
His questions. Yeah, well, he wants peace and quiet when he writes his questions.
So,
Dodo, enjoy your day. I got to split. I'll talk to you later.
Right, later, Mike.
I just wonder what the card said about Sal.
It was a big card. It said, call Howard and tell him Sal is stupid. You guys should write a book called The Art of Stupidity, and then it'd be a huge seller with our fans. All right, Bobo, thank you.
All right, man.
Bobo down at the dock.
Yeah,
and the birds attack him.
Well, probably in the wintertime, I'll probably go back into the shrine again.
Right. Okay, Bobo.
It's too cold. Okay. All right, bye-bye.
Yeah, why spend 4 hours indoors when you can be in a car in air conditioning and stare at the water? Bobo has a water view.
He's got water in his head. He's always viewing water.
All righty, I got to take a break.
is. Nice, man. It's like good work if you can get it. I love that you've got a camera person and a woman holding a mic. It's great.
Oh, we cover from all ends.
It's unbelievable.
So excited to be back there?
I'm thrilled. Life is good.
Life's good when you're Al Roker, right?
Life's good if you're above ground. That's what. That's the deal, you know. That's what my grandmother always said. She's not in the obituaries. She makes breakfast.
Excellent.
Unfortunately, she was in the obituaries a couple of years ago. But there you go.
All right, Al. We'll see you in there.
All right.
I know that Al Roker is going to stop by later. Not much later, probably about 10 minutes. He's got a few minutes to come in and talk to us. I always like to talk to Al Roker, a guy who's successful on television. The kind of success you want, where you don't really have to be controversial and you just make a lot of money. How much do you think a guy that makes being on the Today Show doing the weather? It's got to be high six figures, I bet. Maybe even
High six
seven.
figures?
Al Roker or a regular guy?
Al Roker.
Al Roker.
Oh, he's making big money.
I bet he makes 7 figures a year.
Wow.
He's Al Roker.
Al Roker. I'm going to ask him how much he makes and to go over his whole last 10-year tax returns and see what he's doing.
I'm sure he's quite comfortable.
The thing is that Al Roker's got, I would say he's probably making 7 figures, and guy doesn't appear to have any.
From Willard Scott. He's a big name in weather.
I've checked a couple of sources. The rumor is he makes $1.5 million, but I think that's low.
I don't know, $1.5 million, that's a lot of money, and then he gets to go out and do, because he's not a reporter, he can go out and do, like, the Family Feud thing and all that.
That's probably why he does it.
Yeah.
He only has, the weatherman is not on that much.
I wonder if he has any demons, I mean, like...
He doesn't seem that.
Yeah, I mean, the food thing, he doesn't have exactly under control, because since he got that gastric bypass, he's gained back 30 pounds. That's got to be his biggest nightmare, that he's going to gain back the weight.
What an awful thing that would be for, like, your psyche. You get that operation.
And aren't weight gains usually a result of, like, some sort of emotional upheaval?
Well, Randy Jackson on American Idol, who had the same operation, looks like he's gaining all his weight back.
Yeah, because it doesn't fix that.
Well, Fred points out that the weight is just a symptom of something else.
Right.
You don't look at the weight and say that's the demon. The demon is causing the weight gain. What is that?
So what's the demon is what I'm asking.
What's he got to eat for?
What's his demon?
He ain't hungry.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And he's more than a weather guy too. He's like a personality, He's, but I don't know, $1.5 million. That's a lot of money. You get jaded. That's a lot of fucking
But that's
money.
network.
Yeah.
Eric, you're on the air in Hoboken. I'll take a couple of calls. Go ahead.
Good morning, King Schmaltz.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Did you go by the name King Schmaltz, or was that just the name
No,
of the
that was
show?
the name of the show, but to be called King Schmaltz is a very big honor.
Thank you. So, have you ever been with a girl, Howard, really
Yes.
hot, heavy, into it? And, Artie, you can try to answer this question, too. Really hot and heavy into it, you got to get in, if you know what I mean.
Right.
And she says, listen, I have herpes.
Right then?
Right, oh yeah, I mean, she's doing the right thing. She's not keeping it quiet.
Right, she's telling you the truth.
Yeah, but my point is, like, you're almost at the point of,
Right.
and then she goes, hold it.
She could have brought that up at dinner.
Well, that's very sweet of her, actually. But go ahead. What is your question?
The question is, have you ever, said, fuck it, just, let me fuck her anyway?
Without protection, you're saying? Did you fuck
With
her
or
with?
with-
Did you
we
fuck
know
her
you-
with protection or without?
It doesn't matter.
All right. Okay. Al Roker's here.
Really?
Because I know we
Well,
only have
maybe
a few
we'll
minutes.
ask him about this.
It's here already?
All right. I'll ask Al Roker if you'd like me to.
Well, I had a chick who gave me... I got chlamydia once. And,
Well, Al's
thank
here.
you,
I
Al.
don't know if you want to talk about your chlamydia.
Whoa.
Hey, Al.
Good morning.
Al, have you ever had chlamydia? No, I haven't. You haven't? Hey, good to see you.
Al, you're just in time. I had chlamydia once.
Artie was about
It's
to...
on the book.
Oh, thanks, Al. Thank you
Al-
very much.
Sorry, sir.
Al, we're talking about... did you read Artie's book or you just know about it?
No, I read it.
You read it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Al,
No wonder he's depressed.
yeah.
I know. I thought, wow, there's the feel bad book of the year.
I think he's happy he's not me.
When you read this, did you get depressed? Honestly, I mean, it's a depressing book, right?
Actually, I was feeling a little bad before I read it, and then I thought, yeah, what the heck? No, life's okay.
Too fat to fish. We will push you over the
As
edge.
long as I'm not dead, I'm doing better than this guy.
Whatever your problems are, they're not as bad as his.
That's you could put Dr. Phil off the air. Just, what? Read Artie's book.
and everything's okay.
Well, thank you, Al.
Have you ever?
It's a cure-all.
Have you ever? You were just about to have sex with a woman. You're about to get inside of her. Have you ever been in a position where the woman would turn to you?
Yeah.
And then say, "Look, I have an STD. I have herpes, or something like that." Has this ever happened?
It has not.
It me neither.
No, I did get a little nervous when I had an easy pass, but other than that, it's no.
It's better than a woman saying, I have a penis.
Did you have?
Well, we've all been there.
Did you have a period of time in your career where you were, I'm going back now, before you were married,
right?
That you got to have a lot of fun because you're the weatherman on the Today Show. In other words, is it that
because you're the weatherman. No, it's not what you.
That's
people,
not a sexy.
They're not going. Oh, you are the weatherman.
No, that's not true. Because any guy who has a high-profile job, and we just figured you're good for 7 figures. We figured about you're a millionaire, right?
He laughs at you. It's 8 figures.
No. You're mistaking me for Katie Couric. No.
Are you not? Are you not a millionaire?
No.
Is that true?
Here, Al.
I don't know. What's a millionaire? I don't know.
Are you worth? Is your net your assets? I mean, let's take your house out of it.
Okay.
Could you get your hands on $1 million cash?
Yeah, with a mask and a gun?
No, I mean, come on. You wouldn't do that.
Who knows? You read Artie's book and you think, what the heck?
We read that you make $1.5 million a year, minimally. Now, maybe it's more, but this was old information.
I have no idea.
And that would make sense to me. That you make $1.5 million at least a year because you're on a network show that's very successful.
You're very high profile.
Right. It's a $1 million contract. It's $1 a year for 1 million years. No, it's no. Look, it's I get paid very fairly by NBC.
Right.
And that's
how often do you negotiate your contract? Every 5 years?
Yeah, just about. Yeah.
And do they when you sit down? What is the bargaining chip? I mean, do you have other offers from ABC and CBS? Is that the way it goes?
I don't play those games. It's like, look, do you want us to do a deal? Let's do a deal.
You never say to them, listen, I'm sure CBS has come to you at one point and said, we need a little magic from the Today Show.
You've taken meetings, haven't you?
No, I don't do that.
You never took a meeting with
I had a meeting once with Mel Karmazin when he was at CBS, just to say hello. Right. But that's because I just found him an interesting guy.
So the negotiation goes, hey, NBC says
I'm not even in the room. I don't even go.
No, but NBC says, here's what we're going to pay you, and you put up with it, or do you ever argue
Things
the
go
point?
back and forth.
They do.
Sure.
Okay.
Come on. It's
you
a
try to get something.
Of course. So a box of Ritz crackers, something.
But women are attracted to a successful man, and I would imagine that just being on television, having a high-profile career, you get invited to a lot of things. You have your friends that are celebrities.
I get invited. We don't go out that much. I mean,
understood. But I'm talking about there had to be a period
when
of
you
time.
Were single.
But you got to remember, when I was single, I wasn't on the Today Show.
Oh no?
Yeah,
I was
doing local news. So.
Was it a mind-blowing dream for you when Willard Scott? I mean, there was a point where Willard Scott looked like he'd be there for the next million years. When Willard Scott started to slow down, they started to determine that he wasn't as hot as he used to be.
Actually, and this is a true story.
Yeah.
Willard was the one who decided he wanted to step back.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's on the Today Show twice a week.
Is he? Yeah, I don't get to watch it.
Yeah, I know. That's right. Yeah, you don't have,
I'm here.
We're the monitors. Why aren't you watching TV?
We should be.
Come on.
But Willard is still around.
Yeah, he does the 100-year-old birthdays, twice a week.
But it was a dream come true when you got that gig. That's the gig of a lifetime.
Oh yeah. I mean, look, when I got to New York, and you remember because we had WNBC and Robin, and when I got to do weekends at WNBC. Right. I thought, you know what? This is the greatest. Maybe Frank Field might leave in 4 or 5 years, and I might get the early show during the week. So. God's honest truth, the Today Show wasn't even on my radar.
Right, you didn't say, "Oh, this is my ambition."
Yeah, please.
You were just happy to.
I was so thrilled the first time because I don't know if you remember Live at 5. Don Pardo would be there, doing the announcing. Yeah. And the first time he said, "Al Roker with the win," I thought, "This is it."
How did you get that job? I mean, was your ambition to be a newsman?
No, my ambition. To be perfectly honest, I did not plan to be on TV. I really didn't. I was going to be a producer or a director, something like that, a writer. And at the end of my sophomore year in college at SUNY Oswego, they were looking for a weekend weatherman, and my department chairman, who had told me I had, God's honest truth, I had the perfect face for radio, put me up for a job doing weekend weather at WHEN in Syracuse, New York.
That's a TV station?
It's a TV station.
You were a sophomore in college.
At the end of my sophomore year.
And a professor says to you, go try out for this job as a weatherman.
I did a tape at school. He took it down for me. because he worked part-time at the station.
That's a miracle. I mean, how many guys a sophomore in college get any kind of job? And
Do you
didn't know.
stay in touch with that guy?
You know, unfortunately, he passed away last year, just about a month, right around the same time my mom passed. And he was just this guy, Lou O'Donnell, Dr. Lou O'Donnell.
If it wasn't for him, you might never have even thought to do this.
Not even. It wouldn't have even been on my radar.
And you went down there and you passed the audition right away.
Did the audition. The guy gave me the job. I was making $10 a newscast on a weekend.
Were you awful? You were the newscaster.
I was the weatherman.
Weatherman.
I was the weatherman.
Were you awful at it?
I wasn't good.
Did you have an affect? Were you like trying to find? I know I was horrible on the.
You know, I was kind of like just just kind of doing funny stuff. But
not nervous.
Yeah, I was nervous in the beginning, but after a while, I mean, I think it's like one of the things is you forget after a while you're on TV or you're on radio. Right. You're just you. Yeah,
but that happened rather rapidly.
But look, me was at that time a 19-year-old college sophomore. So how good could that be?
So when you did this, you said, "Hey, maybe I can make a career out of this."
Well, you know what? I was thinking I'm going to do this until I can get a real job directing or doing something like that.
Right.
And then I got a job in Washington, D.C., which is where I
right out of Syracuse.
Yeah,
you sent the tape?
6 months after I graduated. A guy, one of my competitors, sent the tape to a friend to get me out of the market.
Wow.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Which was nice. I was like, hey, I don't even... I wasn't even looking for a job.
Were you that popular? In other words, had you really caught on with people?
Yeah, but I was in Syracuse,
But you were still in college, right? So when you showed up...
Yeah, I graduated...
You showed up at a sophomore year in college, and you're now the local weather guy who's a big deal... You weren't getting tons of women?
You're
No, you know what? Because nobody watched, none of the college students, nobody watched TV.
Yeah, but that's big news.
Yeah, but they didn't.
There's no sophomore that gets a job like that.
Nobody cared.
Nobody cared.
I wasn't a jock. I was driving down 40 miles down to Syracuse doing my thing.
Were you struggling with your weight at that point?
Oh yeah,
always your whole life.
Always my whole life.
Were you obese as a child?
You know what? It's funny. You think what you think of as obese. You always have this idea of what you are. Right. And then I look at the pictures. And, well, geez, I wasn't that fat.
But you thought you were.
But I thought I was.
And it almost leads to you getting fatter because you go, I'm just fat.
What the hell? I'm fat.
And were you so it was kind of like you were did you have a giant afro at some point?
I never had a giant afro. I mean, in college I had a little bit of an afro, but my hair was already starting to recede.
I see.
Yeah.
And then you shaved your head.
I just, cut it down. I mean,
when your hair went, were you devastated, or
no,
you didn't care? You look good bald. It doesn't make a difference to you. Who cares?
I'm a black guy. We all look good bald.
Were you ever a black radical? Right? Did you ever join the Black Panther
Party?
That's what I
say. That's what I already said.
You're such a
radical?
Yeah. Were you ever radical? Did you ever have the glove, the fist, nothing?
No.
Never got into any of that.
I mean, look, I didn't have enough hair to even put the pick in the back. You had a bigger afro than I did.
I had a red, black, and green afro pick.
There you go.
I was way on top.
That folding one?
The folding. Yes, I used it as a weapon. So
because I'm sure there were a lot of pick fights in Long Island.
Oh yes. Well, actually, where I grew up, there were people would use those as a.
Oh, that's great.
On Long Island, where I grew up, everybody had an afro pick.
Fight.
You never heard of a pick fight?
Heard that.
In school, my school, I went to Roosevelt, which is an all-black school.
Yes.
We had afro picks, and people would actually use them as weapons.
They would gore each other with afro picks.
There was nothing wrong with that. It was perfectly acceptable.
People were coming into the emergency room with these little 8-prong stab wounds.
We got another pick stabbing coming in.
It seems like a perfect life. I mean, do you have any demons? We were discussing. So when you were eating a lot, there has to be a demon behind that. There has to be something that really troubled you. Did you ever go into therapy to find out what that was?
No. Before you have the gastric bypass, you actually have to have some sort of counseling.
Therapy?
Right.
Counseling,
yeah.
So to make sure you're not crazy.
Right.
And
they must have lightened up on that.
Yeah, they really did. They just, she went out for a burger. While
they want to make sure that your expectations aren't too high, or that you're just not going to undermine the surgery.
No, and
now they want to make sure you are crazy.
Yeah, that's right. Because who else is going to? Only a crazy person going to have somebody actually come in and rearrange your insides.
It is nutty, right?
It's crazy, But
you were in dire straits.
Yeah, look, I've struggled with this my entire life, and at a certain point, it becomes this. You say, okay, I'm going to lose weight. I'm not losing weight. Oh, what the heck? I'm just going to eat.
Right.
Then you hate yourself because you're gaining weight. So, well, how are you going to feel better? Well, let me have another burger.
You gained 30 pounds from your original gastric bypass,
which was 7 years ago.
Did that scare the hell out of you?
No, actually, because look, I've got this range where I am now. I'm never going to be back where I was.
Right.
It's physically not possible.
Why do you say that?
You know what? Because I have when I eat way too much.
Right.
I feel horrible. I mean, I get nauseous. I will not go into the details.
But you do that every once in a while.
No, yeah, but so far and few in between times now that it's not.
You mean you get nauseous because of the gastric bypass? Because it doesn't allow you to really
to go hog wild anymore.
Right, good.
I mean, you just can't.
So when you gain back to 30 pounds, you start to have nightmares. Oh my God, I'm going to return.
No, because it's not like it all. I woke up one morning and it was like, boom, oh, hey, where'd that come from?
Right.
It was kind of gradual. And I know it, but I go.
But do
I
you
have a
find
range.
yourself looking at people who've had gastric bypass and have been unsuccessful? For example, Carney Wilson, who had it, is back to being huge again.
But she didn't have babies, okay?
Yeah. Okay. Randy Jackson, American Idol. I watched that show. He is getting heavy again. I mean, he's getting really heavy again.
I haven't seen it.
I think he is. Am I wrong, Robin?
I don't watch the show, but I have noticed him from time to time, and I think he has put on some weight. But
which is actually
common.
natural.
It's
okay.
common.
It's not.
But I
unusual.
think he's gaining a lot of weight. That's the scary part of
What's
this.
the statistic,
maybe.
Al?
You know what? I don't know.
It should be pretty high of recidivism.
Well, look, it's less than if you don't have it done, but it's still there's a recidivism.
So I get the feeling you never had the wild sexual years. Part of becoming famous and being successful like you are, you never had the orgy scene. You never had two girls at one time.
No.
Do you feel like you missed out on something?
No, because I don't multitask well.
Are you not that sexual?
I can't. No, I have no drive.
You told me you never watch porn. Was that because you want to keep your image squeaky clean?
No, I just I always am worried that somebody's going to, oh, look, here's his rental records. Here he's watching.
Oh,
porn.
what would be so wrong with you?
Nothing
with
wrong.
Al Roker admitting
nothing
he
wrong with it. I would rather see a good comedy than bad porn. Yeah.
So you don't get work there. You don't want to see anybody naked.
I would rather see Kevin James and Paul and Paul Blart.
Did you see that movie?
I did. It's
was
very
it funny? I haven't seen it.
Very funny. And look, your kids are older now. I mean, I got my middle girl is 10 and my baby boy is 6. So I'm in the middle of that. By the way, if you've got small kids, do not take them to see Coraline. That is a dark movie.
Oh, it's scary.
Woo!
A lot of these cartoons are scary. Were the kids scared when they saw that?
My older one wasn't, but my younger boy was.
It's scary.
Yeah, it's a frightening movie. Wow.
And now,
I can't believe I'm on Howard Stern talking about Coraline.
But what is it? That's a tough thing. Now, because you're successful and rich, do you live mostly in a white neighborhood or a black neighborhood?
I live in a Filipino neighborhood.
No, the reason I ask that is it hard for your kids who are black to meet other black kids?
Actually, they go to a private school here on the east side, but that has a very, very diverse population. In that, my daughter's class, the kids, about 40% of the kids are non-white.
There is some diversity at the top now, Howard.
Is there?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
But that's an issue for you, right? You don't want your kids to feel like they're the one black kid
right,
in the sea of white
and the good news is they're not. There are more kids. There are more kids of color in her school than there are in the public school in our district.
Right, so
better get her in that public school.
Yeah,
they need help.
That's right.
So, Al, you went ahead and you made another one of these DEA type shows.
Yes.
Al has a successful series going. He's branching out.
Yes.
He can't just do the weather. He always wanted to be a producer anyway. And first of all, I should mention you were the host of the Celebrity Family Feud, which I'm very jealous of. I would like that job.
Oh, it's a great gig.
I would play it straight. I would just go on there.
You'd be good on that.
I would, but people are afraid of me. You see, it would be very hard to get.
But you have to
celebrities.
take a chance.
You had Kathy Lee Gifford's family.
Yes, we did.
And
who did they bring?
Cody, Cassidy, Frank.
How old is Frank now?
Oh
Frank is
700 years old.
About 76, I think.
Wow.
And he was able to keep it together.
Great. He was fun.
You like Kathy Lee?
I do. I find her amusing.
Well, you guys are working together.
Yeah,
now
she's on the fourth hour of the Today Show.
Well, you're not working with her though.
No, I see her in the makeup room.
Is she not doing well with the ratings?
No, actually, it's doing. The show's doing fine.
I thought I read that it was not doing.
No,
well.
it's doing fine.
It's doing okay.
Yeah,
they'll keep Kathy Lee.
Oh,
there.
absolutely.
I watch it sometimes. They have to learn to ask a few questions once in a while and stop with all the shtick.
Well, it's evolving.
Is it?
It's evolving.
All right. So when you have on a Kathy Lee and she goes up, let's say, against Joan Rivers' family or something,
There's a lot of plastic surgery in the room. Do you comment on that? But you don't say anything controversial. You're always nice.
Yeah, you don't comment on people's physical.
You never bring up, a couple of years ago, Frank and Kathy Lee had marital problems.
That wasn't one of the questions. What do you say?
Yeah, it's not really.
100 people were asked.
Yeah,
he received anal sex.
You
read it. You do not read that?
I try not to.
You didn't know that he received anal?
I didn't know about that. No, and I probably won't bring that up.
Well, he asked for it. I don't know if he got it.
He asked for anal. He did not get it. You don't say to Kathy Lee.
If it's not in the notes, I'm not going to bring it up.
You would not bring that up.
No, it's not that. It's a family show.
But it's
on at 8 o'clock.
Do you ever get tempted to say, Kathy Lee?
Mm-hmm.
You want to go for the big interview. I know you know how to play it down the line, and that's what keeps you going. But the fact of the matter, don't you just say, Kathy, how'd you feel when Frank wanted the anal? I mean, do you ever try to slip one of them?
Did you finally
no
give
pun
in
intended.
and give him anal?
Do you see why my career gets sabotaged? Because I can't resist those questions.
He would be asking that on Family Feud.
Yeah,
I would.
And they're thinking, okay, we're not going to use this episode. Not so much.
Can we see anal? Number one answer.
No.
But that's a great gig.
Yeah. Show me the Lincoln Tunnel. Okay, no.
Is that very good?
No.
Is that a high-paying job to host the
No,
Family
it's not.
Feud? It's not.
It's not.
Why do you keep getting these low-paying jobs?
Why can't you get a high-paying job?
I've got 100 low-paying jobs. I just need one good high-paying job.
High-paying jobs, like Regis does Millionaire and gets millions of dollars. Why would Family Feud?
Because Millionaire at the time was, just a huge network show. It saved ABC. It put it on the map.
Do you think that other people who work on the Today Show, like Matt Lauer, who's a news guy supposedly, and I know Matt, but he can't go out and do Family Feud. He's not allowed contractually.
Right. Yeah.
Because
but
you're the
Meredith
weatherman.
Vieira is doing Millionaire.
Because Meredith Vieira was doing that prior to joining the Today
Show. She couldn't do it now, you're thinking?
Probably not.
If she had come here to do the Today Show and then somebody had offered her Millionaire, probably not.
Oh.
Isn't it a bit of a joke? I mean, to make a distinction between the weatherman and the news reader, it's all showbiz.
It is. Look, the funny thing is, it was kind of carved out when Willard had the job.
Right.
The irony is, I couldn't do commercials when I was on local news. And then when I got on the Today Show,
you're okay.
By the way, you can do a commercial. Well, okay, great.
Right. So isn't it kind of strange that, in a way, maybe even Matt Lauer and all these guys are jealous of your career because you get to do other things and you get to make additional money. That's what it's about, isn't it?
I don't think so. They make good money.
They don't make great money.
What do you think Matt Lauer's
What does Matt get? Do you ever you know. Al, stop it. You never looked into what Matt Lauer's making.
No.
That's a lie.
You know why? Here's the deal. Because you go down that road and there's no turning back.
Hold it a second. Your agent doesn't go looking into that and say,
he probably has comparables. He knows. But I don't want to know how much my coworkers are making. Look, everybody has an idea, but
what's your idea?
I'm not.
What is your idea?
No.
When you say everyone has an idea, everyone doesn't have an idea.
Well, everybody who works in the business has
What would
an
you
idea.
guess Matt Lauer makes?
Look, he dresses nicely.
Give me a guess.
I'm not giving you a guess. I am not giving you a guess.
Why?
Because I got to go back across the street and work.
But it's a
with him.
guess.
I don't care.
You're not saying anything. Yes, go ahead, Fred.
According to IMDb or Wikipedia, whichever you choose.
Which Al is on every 5 minutes. Yes, go ahead.
What's the update?
Al's going to really be going crazy now. 13,500,000 annually.
Oh,
that's why you overeat
annually.
But that's why he doesn't need another job.
That's right.
All right, 13 million. Okay. What does it say on IMDb that Al Roker makes? Who's been there
that's
longer
what I
than
found
that?
out so far was like the 1.3, 1.5 area.
I would.
What?
I don't.
Aren't you as much a part of the success of the Today Show as Matt Lauer?
Look, I am not saying that either. No, not more.
Equally.
Look, here's the deal. Anything you read in the paper is either wildly underinflated or overinflated, and I can tell you that.
Oh, so you are saying
so he's making 26 million.
The best of your knowledge, 13 million is inaccurate.
So
you checked it out.
He's making 26 million, and you're making 80 grand a year.
Do not believe for a minute that Al Roker hasn't looked into this thing in a big way.
He's putting the best face on this.
He's pulling an A-Rod is what he's doing right now.
I have never taken steroids.
I believe you.
Although I do have large breasts, but I have never
the way,
steroids.
I was looking at the pictures of A-Rod this morning with his shirt off. They have a lot of them now because he announced he did steroids.
To see, yes.
He had forgive me for saying this, but he has bitch tits. He has.
I was shocked at the lack of definition here.
Yeah, he has breasts. Is that what steroids do?
I guess that's what so I'm told.
Yeah, you've never
you
worked
hit
out with steroids.
No.
You've never tried.
Oh yeah, I look like doing.
Do you work out at all? Do you go to the gym?
I do.
Be a slender guy.
You got to, right? You got to stay in shape.
I mean, I work out. I try. I didn't do it this morning, but I work out before I come in.
How's the marriage going? Everything
Everything's
good?
great.
Yeah, really? The kids are okay?
Kids are good. My oldest girl's in culinary arts school.
No kidding.
Providence. She wants to be a chef. So.
Oh, that's great.
Let me ask you something. Now, you talked about those occasional binges. What do you eat when you want to go crazy?
Either vanilla ice cream or French fries.
Really?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, which are
Did you ever
both
try
just
dunking them
horrible.
in?
What? Dunking them in ice? Yeah, that's right.
Artie, you dunk them in it.
French fries dunked in vanilla ice cream.
You should see what Artie eats during the show.
You haven't lived.
You would be in heaven. You would be in heaven. All right, let's talk. I know we're running out of time, so I want to make sure I get to this.
Yeah, why is Al subjecting himself to this today?
First of all, Al produced a show for Spike TV. He came in here when he produced the first one. And the series DEA, Drug Enforcement Agency, this is the show. It follows the Drug Enforcement Administration agents as they bust drug dealers in Newark, New Jersey. Now,
don't come in here one of these days. You're not going to have people busting through this door, are you?
No.
Yeah. Now,
Wait, in Newark? I got to be careful.
Isn't that where you score your heroin?
No. You're ridiculous.
He does.
He goes to Englewood.
Absolutely.
No,
Newark,
do you
Delaware.
Oh, yeah, I know you go to Delaware.
I don't go anywhere, Howard. Let's move on.
Anybody on the Today Show a heroin addict?
No.
You haven't lived. You haven't lived until you've worked with one.
I see Matt scratching every once in a while.
No, but here's the thing. The first one you did, you said that Newark was the... How did you put it? The most dangerous city in America.
I told you, North
most
Blacks. I'll put them up against Roosevelt Black.
No, I don't think so. One of the most dangerous cities in America. You called it that.
Right.
And when you called it that, you got into some trouble. Newark didn't like that.
It was a promo.
Okay. So you had nothing to do with it.
I didn't write the promo. That said, we amended the promo because, look, the city of Newark has had a tremendous turnaround, and part of that turnaround has been the fight.
People turn around and leave.
Not true. Mayor Cory Booker has done a terrific job there.
Tough job.
And law enforcement has worked really hard, and the DEA is part of that turnaround. So, if people watch the show, I think they're going to see these are people that are trying to clean up this area.
They really are. It's very difficult. In fact, I did a pay-per-view special out of Newark, and the mayor was actually at the time
Sharp James
was very grateful that I did it in Newark because they needed money and they needed to have people come in and not be afraid to do it. And we said at the front of the show, the carjacking capital of the world, which it was at the time. And
oh God, you couldn't park anywhere near there.
People went berserk. I said, look, it's the truth.
It's a war zone.
Newark's tough.
Remember what used to happen at the airport? You'd go, leave your car, and then you'd come back and take a cab home.
Yeah,
well, that's true.
So, if you're trying to get rid of a car, at the time, it was a great place.
So you weren't saying anything wrong, but it kind of undermined the spirit of the people of Newark.
It did, and so we changed it. And you know what? God bless.
There's one safe section in Newark, the Ironbound down neck section, because that's where I used to go when I was a longshoreman to eat lunch. All the paisans still take care of you over there. That's why.
Well, who knows? What is it, Gary?
Just looking, I didn't realize I'm looking at this thing for Al Roker Entertainment. He produces like 50 shows.
Is that right, Al?
Yeah, I'm
looking. You got 50 shows.
First of all, not all at the same
50
time.
shows.
Not all at the same time.
Like Dick Clark.
Okay, look at this. First of all, he's got about 17 shows on the Food Network.
All right, that's good.
Bahama Reunion, Big Bad Barbecue Show, all that stuff.
I used to feel bad for you on that barbecue show because I know Al was struggling with his weight.
Sure.
And you had the operation.
Yep.
And I tune in the barbecue show, and you're tasting everything. And that barbecue is very fattening.
Actually, the barbecue is not fattening.
What is fattening?
It's the sides that kill you.
And the sauces.
Yeah, but for example, like the way I like my ribs, it's a dry rub. There's, and most of the fat is rendered off in the slow cooking process.
Yeah, I do the dry rub too.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, but you would feel bad for Al now when he was all over the Food Channel and he'd had the operation.
Well, that was like porno for Al.
Yeah, that's my porno. You know what?
Does Al produce the Porn Olympics? Is that one of the shows? No,
but he did. He
one
did
of his sports shows.
He did the Whoopi Goldberg biography for A&E.
The Lingerie Bowl.
Are you good friends with Whoopi?
I like Whoopi. Yeah.
Here's one of my personal favorites for a lifetime: Intimate Portrait, Judge Judy. She produced that.
No kidding.
Yeah.
An intimate portrait.
Yes.
What did you learn?
It was very intimate.
Did you learn anything?
I had sex with her.
I'm very intimate.
You did have sex with her.
I did.
I knew you did.
I did.
And she did not have herpes or anything.
No, she was great.
When you had Family Feud and you had this Kim Kardashian on, is she really a celebrity? I guess she is, huh?
Yeah. I mean, people were asking me, what was she like? What was she like? And I said, I mean, I didn't even know her.
Find yourself attracted to her at all?
She was a very attractive woman.
Big buttocks?
Actually, not as big as Ice-T's wife.
Yes. Coco.
Oh, Ice-T and the family were on,
they were
too,
on.
yeah.
Coco was like a cartoon character.
Yes,
She's
right,
like Jessica Rabbit come to life.
You can see. I've seen her from down the block in the neighborhood. You can see her from like 100 yards
It's
away.
amazing. The shock waves from when her buttocks moved. Amazing.
Hey, Howard, there's just a couple other shows.
Did you have Dog the Bounty Hunter on Family Feud?
No. Yes, we did. We did.
Were you offended by him? He did say something racist. Did you work that out with him?
Look, you know what? I said everybody's worth a second chance.
Was the black daughter-in-law in the family? When
She was not at that moment.
That would have been a good family.
That would have been a great family.
That's hot.
Yeah, we put cameras in the dressing room to see what happened.
I'd like to see that one.
Oh, you got to bring them back.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Gary.
Here's another one I love. For E! Entertainment, he did Uncovered, The Hidden Lives of Miss USA.
Oh, that's good stuff.
That was good.
And then what is this show about? First of all, what's We TV? I never heard of it.
Women's entertainment.
Yeah.
First Ladies of Jamaica?
Yes. It's a series on First Ladies of a country. So the first one is Jamaica. We're doing Carla Bruni of France.
See, that's interesting to me.
These are all his shows, Howard.
Wow,
He's got
that's
a ton of
pretty good.
shows.
Very impressive resume.
Well, thank you.
I got to say. So the DEA show, which is the one you're here, the first one did very, very well.
It did. It did.
Good enough that now they've turned it into a regular thing?
Well, this is the second season. We're hoping after this airs that all your listeners are watching tonight and goes through the roof and we do season 3.
You go back into Newark?
We may go to another city. It depends.
Right, but tonight is Newark?
Tonight's Newark. The next 9 episodes, we're in northern New Jersey.
And you will be sitting with the DEA and they will go and bust people.
They bust people. They get people to flip, to give up the person above them. Right. And that's how they work up the ladder.
That's always interesting.
Yeah, and these two agents who run these groups, what's interesting is they've known each other since they were in first grade. You know, they're like childhood buddies.
Do you think the other agents get jealous that they get to be celebrities and the other ones don't?
You know, here's the thing. We go into an office and we basically ask who wants to be on and who doesn't. So the ones who
Did you get trampled at first when you
no,
first asked that question?
You know, we had to kind of convince most of them to be on. I don't think anybody really wanted to be on.
Does this compromise their ability to actually do the job?
No, because we're not showing anything that isn't kind of public knowledge, you know, any investigative techniques. Any undercover agents' identities are concealed. Confidential informants' identities are concealed. You know, we really work very hard at
that's a lot to put together.
And the DEA takes a look at it before we send it out.
How long does it take you? You probably shoot hundreds of hours.
100 hours for every hour you see.
Wow.
Wow. How long does it take to edit that thing?
We've got like 4 or 5 editors working on every episode.
4 or 5 editors, and it must take forever to make a story out of that and to chop it down.
Well, we've got terrific. The guy who was here last time, Russell Muth, and we got a guy, Alex Eastberg, who's running, who kind of is the story editor, and Jeff Sells, who's a great field producer. You know, so they're all in there crafting this thing, and then we've got these great editors who are all putting it together. We're actually editing it in Los Angeles.
They're basically seeing what's going on, and they're sort of crafting the story in their head, and then the editors have to go.
You never appear on the show? We'll never see Roker pushing a perp to the ground and cuffing him?
Yeah, that would be great.
I would love to see you.
I know you would. By the way, the DEA wants to, if you want to, you can go on a ride-along.
No kidding.
Oh, my God. You don't want to do that, Howard.
Why would I do that?
Why wouldn't you do that?
How great would it be if you were
Hey, you've been in a pig fight in Roosevelt, Long Island.
No, let me tell you something.
Oh, my
I'm looking to avoid conflict. I can only
You're
see
looking to avoid conflict.
Yes, I could see things going horribly wrong, sitting, like I could see getting killed.
Right,
These guys, come on. It'll be great. You put on the DEA vest. Come on.
Come on, are you crazy?
I'll go with you. It'll be great.
Hey, can I go out? Will they take me? No, come on.
They'll bust you.
No, I want to,
it's ridiculous.
You should combine shows in the middle of a bus to a dry rub or something.
Well, look, what do I know?
A cooking and cops show. Okay.
Bust out a barbecue.
Let me tell you something, Al Roker. I always like seeing you. I like to hear about these successful people like you who go ahead, they produce shows, they're doing the weather, they're doing it all. I like to hear about your weight loss, your weight gain. I like for some reason I'm very, very fascinated by all this.
Al's one of those guys that when you see is what you get. Like everyone, my mother and everybody, the few times Al's been in here, they say he seems like such a great guy on TV. What's he like? And I go, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
He's like,
but how do we know he's a great guy?
I think he's genuine.
SOB. That's the
have
question.
you ever done anything wrong?
Look,
have you
here's the thing. Like, for example, this whole Christian Bale thing. You know what? Not that I'm condoning it or anything like that, but you don't know. It was all taken out of context. From what I understand, this guy had screwed up a number of times, right? And he finally snapped. Was it right? No, but
no.
I mean, Do
you ever have a breakdown like that, a meltdown?
I wouldn't go that far, but I've lost it.
You yelled at people?
Oh gosh, yes.
When are we going to hear that?
I was going to say, can somebody get us the footage?
No, I mean,
did you ever hit Deborah, your wife?
No.
Oh, stop.
No. She smacked me around a little bit.
I think she can take him.
Yeah, please. She's got sick arms. She really
Do you think 10 years from now we'll find out you had a secret family, like a second family?
No.
That guy from CBS, Charles Perrault. You think that'll ever happen?
No. He was on the road too.
No, look,
I feel there's got to be a demon.
Here's the deal. I had to have IVF. I had to use IVF for my two kids, so it's, and my other daughter.
Did you really?
Adopted. Yeah.
You were not able to conceive a child through your sperm?
What is going on?
Who knows? Slow swimmers. What the heck?
Did you go to a fertility specialist?
No, we just talked to them and convinced them to get going a little better.
No, we got them a swimming coach.
You've just revealed something here.
Yeah.
Your children were conceived.
This is nothing. It's nothing. I wrote about it in my first book. Don't make me stop this car. No,
you didn't adopt kids.
Well, my oldest girl is adopted.
Oh, you adopted your first child,
and then Nikki and Leela were conceived.
Does your
IVF.
adopted child feel less loved by you than the other two? In other words, doesn't she have an issue where she goes, "Oh, you love them better"? Whenever she fights with you, she goes, "You love them better. They're your real children."
No, she finds them annoying just because they're little brother and sister.
Did she ever say to you, "I want to go find my real mother and father, my biological"?
I don't want to. I don't. That's her.
That's her thing.
That's her thing.
Would that offend you?
No, not at all. If she wanted to, I would do whatever I could to help her do it.
I would be like, you ungrateful.
No. You know what? Look, I'm the oldest of 6, and 3 of my brothers and sisters are adopted. And you know what?
So you're used to this.
It's not a big deal.
What if she goes to look for her biological father and finds out I am her biological father? Would that upset you?
No, actually, it would vaguely make a lot of sense.
It would. She's been behaving like me.
A lot of sense. Oh my God.
So the other 2 children, you decided to go to a fertility specialist.
Yes.
So when you went there, were you nervous? I know they make you masturbate into a cup. Is that correct?
Actually, it's a thermos for me.
Into a thermos. All right.
Nice.
Bragging.
Were you nervous when here you are, Al Roker, you're a famous guy?
Here's I can cut to the chase for you. My biggest nervous part is it wasn't going to work.
But wait a second.
No,
you go to the doctor,
right?
And now you have to masturbate. So you did look at pornography because they put in the room, did they not? Magazines.
Yeah, but you know what? I can't. I'm not good at doing 2 things at once.
I don't believe that.
So I know.
You're a guy.
I'm telling you, I did not know.
You mean you closed your eyes and imagined something? In other words, you used your own imagination.
Exactly.
You're a creative guy.
That's right.
And was there pressure? Because there's somebody standing outside the door.
Right.
Saying, "Where's that cup?"
They give you an hour. 2.
Really?
Yeah.
But how long did you stay in the room?
Well, given my predilection, it was only about 30 seconds.
Is that true?
No,
you were able to come that fast, even being with a nurse standing.
I don't know. It was counting.
Does your wife go with you? Does she say, "I'll help you out. I'll use my hand"?
No. Because you would want her to create.
Sometimes it's a pain in the ass. It's to make more pressure. You can do it faster yourself. I know for me, I can get it done.
You're in a foreign environment, very clinical.
But wouldn't you want your wife? In other words, like if you're looking at porn, it's weird that someone else, another woman, created that orgasm.
But Al, wait a second.
Yes.
I got to understand this. Okay. I've never gone and given a sperm donation, so to speak. You go there, they have to analyze the sperm. Before they even do anything, they got to find out, do you have enough
What's
sperm?
Going on?
Okay,
happening?
right. You go in. They say to you, Mr. Roker.
Yes.
Do you worry that there might be a camera or something like these people want a picture of a famous person masturbating?
I wasn't until now.
I'm saying.
Now I'm thinking maybe there's some video somewhere.
Could you imagine?
Thanks a lot.
And you did not feel the least bit inhibited.
No.
Being Al Roker, masturbating.
You trusted the doctor.
When you walk out, I'm being serious now because I think a lot of guys would be afraid to do this.
Dropping loads.
Right. When you take the
little cup.
When you take is it a cup?
Yeah, it's a cup.
You walk out, you hand it to the woman and say,
Here you go.
Wow.
It's in a bag. You put it in a paper bag. You have your name on it, and here you go.
And it stays good? Well, what are they going to do
Well,
with
they're
it?
taking it right across
Yeah,
the hall.
they analyze it. They refrigerate
And when
it.
they analyzed it, what did they say? You don't have a lot of sperm?
No, they say it's there. It's just low motility. They don't swim very well.
Oh, wow. You actually have a disability in a sense.
As it were.
Wow.
Well, remember, Al Campana said we couldn't swim, so.
No, but you're don't listen to him.
Or think.
So then they bring your wife in. They inject her with the sperm.
Well, no.
It's in a test
It's in a they inject the sperm into an embryo and into an egg that they've harvested. Boom.
And then they implant.
Fertilize it, make sure it's viable, and then they implant
it into Deborah.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work.
It is.
Has there ever been mistakes where they
Plus, I had to give her hormone shots. It was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have there ever been mistakes where, like, a Chinese kid comes out? Like,
Sure.
they actually...
Yeah, there was a famous one.
Remember
the black and white kid?
Yeah, had a black and a white kid.
Yeah.
Were you nervous about that at all?
I was hoping that there would be a mistake, so that maybe so that the kids would have a better shot at looking good.
Wow.
What about?
I didn't know that you were that you had masturbated in a doctor's office.
There you go.
I
you
can't even
have
picture
new
it.
respect for me now.
And you take off all your clothes there?
No, you don't take off your clothes.
What did you
Can't
do?
you do it at home? Can't you do it at home?
You actually you can.
And then rush in.
And then it has to be in within a half hour.
You could do that.
My cousin did this and gave birth to a zebra.
There you go. You know what sucks about Al not having those years of banging a lot of chicks is he wouldn't have had to worry about getting someone
He
pregnant.
would have had a fun time.
That's why I know there are no other kids running around.
What did you think about that day when you were masturbating in the doctor's office? What was your fantasy, if I may?
I really don't remember.
French fries and vanilla ice cream.
When you
That's
when you masturbate, do you think about women from the Today Show that you might have worked with? Like, let's say Katie Couric or
Ann Curry.
Nancy Snyderman.
That would be a great headline if you could just say you've masturbated to Katie Couric.
Katie Couric would be a hate
Give me
fuck.
that little bit of information.
Katie Couric helped me have children.
Yeah, Katie is really part of my children's lives.
Kathy Lee.
If only Sarah Palin had been on the scene at that point.
Did you find her attractive, Sarah?
Yeah, she was very attractive.
Me too. I kind of got off on that myself.
Yeah, please.
When you think about when you're doing this, now that I know that you are a masturbator, chronic masturbator, when you're doing
he
this,
uncovered something.
do you think about a woman you've been with, or do you think about a woman that you would like to be with?
I think it depends on the day.
The day that you were conceiving,
I don't remember.
You don't remember who you're
I
doing?
don't remember. I don't remember what I had for breakfast
I think you do remember.
I do not. I do not.
And I think you looked at porn. What do you think of that in the
You think
doctor's
so?
office? Yeah.
I'm telling you, I did not.
What magazines were in there?
I didn't even
Jugs?
look. First, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Right.
I thought, do I really want to pick this magazine up in this room?
Ooh, good point.
Yeah,
Where
you
people
think about that.
have been
You're right.
No, and in fact, to Artie's point, with Leela, it was in the room. With Nikki, I was at home.
Right.
Oh.
Okay.
That's good.
That's good. All right.
So use your own porn.
Listen, you got to watch Al Roker. The man has come clean. He admits masturbating. Listen to what he admitted to today. He masturbates.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks about dirty, filthy scenarios with various people, been with and not been with.
That I worked with.
That you work with.
And he doesn't have Michael Phelps on his balls.
Right. Matt Lauer,
No
he
good
thinks about.
swimmers, yeah.
No, you would never be gay, would you? At all?
Hey, it depends.
It depends, really. You're
You
open
would
to
never
it.
be gay.
Are you open to being gay?
It depends on the person.
Right. You've had homosexual.
I have not, but
he's just
Are
a
you
nice guy.
attracted to Matt?
I never say never.
Are you attracted to Matt Lauer?
He is a sweet piece of man candy.
All right.
He
Well,
is.
there you go. That's very honest of you. A lot of guys are uptight about that. Did you cover President Obama's?
I did.
You did.
I
Did you
did.
get to meet
Did
with
you go to
him?
Washington?
I went to Washington. We were down. In fact, I got the first comment from the president.
What did you? What
walking
did
down
he
the
say?
parade? He said, "I said, how you feeling, Mr. President?" He said, "It's warm."
Is that what
Gave
he
me
said?
a thumbs up. There you go.
Yeah. I mean, it was a great moment, right?
It was spectacular.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are very hopeful now, and I tell you, it's exciting.
It is.
It is. Al Roker's DE8 on Spike TV.
Yes,
this
sir.
is going to be a big show for Al. In other words, this is the sophomore test, they call it.
Yes.
Yeah, the first one was successful, but will people
Can
come
you
back and watch the
repeat?
second one?
Can
There's
you
a
repeat?
lot of
That's
pressure
it.
on them for this. Al Roker,
Come
DE8.
on a ride along. Come on.
Can he do it at noon?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't go at night. I got to go to bed. You know what time you go to bed? What time do you got to be at the Today Show? Let me find out your schedule.
I get to the Today Show at about 5:45.
5:45.
Yeah. I go to bed about 9:30, 10 o'clock.
You do? All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get up at 3:30, do the thing.
Sounds great. Boom, out. And then what do you do the rest of the day?
I swing by, get some fries and some vanilla ice cream.
And then you masturbate. Make children.
That's right.
Al Roker's DEA premiere. Did you tell the kids that that's how they were conceived?
Yeah, they know.
Do you think that bothers them?
No, they've met the doctor.
They did?
Yeah.
But they really haven't pictured what their father had to do.
No. Well, they're 10 and 6, for God's sake. Come on.
Wait till they grow up and they go, Dad, where did you do this?
Yeah.
You only have to do it the once or a couple of times you have to masturbate?
I think it was once.
When they get older, will you show them the room where they were conceived?
No.
You will not. All right, okay. Al Roker, everyone, we're going to take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
Al.
Yes.
So you come on for DEA and you end up talking about jerking off into a thermos.
Well, I wouldn't quite put it that way, but this way. Oh,
what's that, Al?
I wouldn't quite put it that way, but a little less elegantly put. But yes, I guess that would be the crux of the matter.
So how'd it go in there?
Good. Yeah, look, I love talking to Howard.
You always have a good time coming on.
Always
right?
good. Beats a poke in the eye with a sharp stick.
John and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
This is Artie, and on Monday's wrap-up show, Gary was fucking fagging it up. His feelings were hurt because I lied to him. I betrayed him. It's like Days of Our Lives or some shit. Tell him to show up his fucking pussy. And, I don't know. Whatever you do after you show up with pussy.
Ziggy, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, fellas, love the show. Real quick, I wanted to touch on Robin. She really seemed like she was digging at Artie today. I mean, is she that pissed off about him missing time and everything going on in his life? Because she just wouldn't let up today.
What do you mean today, Ziggy? It's been like that. It's been like that for the past few weeks.
Yeah, but it seems like more and more so today. I mean, she was just every second. I mean, it was some kind of dig on Artie, and it's just like, I mean, come on, Robin, either get over it or I don't know. I mean, am I wrong here or something?
Well, I can take Robin's side a little bit. I can tell you this, Robin and myself. We take the show very seriously. This is a big part of our lives. So I think in Robin's estimation, it's almost like Artie's been missing days on the show, has not given, 100% every day on the show. And we're sitting here going, oh, well, Artie's sick, let's help him out. And then to find out that he's been lying to us about it, I think it's, I guess it manifests itself in different ways for everybody. Robin lashes out. I am enormously disappointed.
Why?
Because I feel like an idiot. I feel like a fool to have I've sat here on this show and defended Artie a lot under the premise that he's going for this intensive outpatient rehab. And then for him to throw it at me today that I'm some sort of an idiot. Why do I care about him? What do I give a shit? The reason why I don't care that Artie's going to his therapy because I want him to come here every day. I care that Artie might have been going to his therapy because I wanted him to get better because I like him. And I feel that what little credibility he had left with me, to me, is now gone.
So you genuinely felt like he was going to therapy this whole time, or you wanted to believe that he was
I believed up until I thought, I said it on the air this morning, I thought maybe in the last month or so he might have been going less. That's how stupid I am. But in a million years did I believe that Artie had gone 1.5 times when he told us he cried in front of the therapist, that he admitted to the therapist that that he had a drink. And by the way, the reason Artie went to this in the first place was to get us off his back because he missed the Bob Saget roast.
That's right.
So he comes in and he goes, okay, I missed the Bob Saget roast. I've got a problem. I'm going to go take care of it. And guys, here's how I'm going to go take care of it. So we all take a giant step back because we're like, hey, he's trying to get better. And then we find out he's not trying at all.
So has it reached a point where you just can't believe anything the guy tells you?
Yes. For me, it's there.
And it wasn't there before.
No, it wasn't.
Now, I think, Ziggy, that moment Robin reached about a couple months ago. I can't speak for Robin.
But today,
she has her own opinion.
But today validated it.
Yeah, and once she got it confirmed, of course she's going to rip into, and that's not going to end. She's going to keep digging and digging and digging because she feels like she's been, deceived.
Yeah, well, it makes you wonder, too, because one day the greatest show on radio is going to end. And when that happens, I mean, you see, like, John, Stuttering John, or you see Jackie, all these guys' appearances dried up when they left the show, Casey, whoever. I mean, Artie's different because, he came to the show, he was a comedian. I mean, what's going to happen to him? Obviously, his fame's been elevated because of the show. So what happens to him after the show? I mean, is he just such a fuck-up that he can't really do what, he's doing now? So I don't know, it makes you wonder. I mean, the guy needs to get his shit together, but that's what makes him Artie, I guess. Talk to you later.
All right, thanks for the call, Ziggy.
Ziggy out.
I guess the question to follow up Ziggy's point was, as Teddy laughs, is if Artie does clean up his act and does pull all the shit together, does that have less appeal to people? Because I know a lot of people like the fact that Artie's a fuck-up. Or, let me keep going, does that justify Artie's behavior? Well, I need to be this way because, I won't be as successful.
It may justify it in Artie's head, but it doesn't justify it in life. To me, here. For coming in here every day, it doesn't justify it for me. Now, that's that whole thing that Greg Fitzsimmons and I argued about last week, where he said, well, that's your work ethic. Okay, this is my fucking work ethic. I'm not going to be ashamed of it.
Phil in Utica, you're on the wrap-up show. Hi, Phil.
Hi, I've been a fan a long time, and I just bought Artie's book Saturday, and got to the point where, in the book where his old man fell off the roof. I think, to me, the only thing that bothers me about Artie, fucking up, I don't care if he fucks up, because I did heroin when he was 3 years old. That was my gateway drug to marijuana, and but to me, it's kind of a slap in the face to Howard when he goes and does his book signing at night, and misses work. I mean, he ought to just come out in the open, and if he's fucking up, and is at work. I mean, it seems like so many people there are naive. I mean, when he's falling asleep, he's not having a sugar crash or anything. He's nodding. I've been doing this since 1967. And basically, I haven't really stopped in all those years.
So you think Artie should just come clean about everything and not lie?
You don't have to come clean, but I mean, like today, he said he hasn't been seeing his shrink, and I don't think you really basically. I don't think you can go see a shrink if you're still fucking up and stuff, But
well, Artie's right here, and I believe he's got a statement of some sort, or he just wants to come in and listen. So, Artie, it's yours.
I grew up here. I work construction here. I don't know why they're doing this. Listen, Gary, your old man is from Little Italy, right? You grew up Uniondale, tough town. You were a tough fucking kid.
Wasn't that tough, Artie?
You used to do blow. You know what I'm saying? How did you get in touch with your feelings so much? Like, what? You're hurt by me? I hurt your feelings that I'm not going to therapy? Are you kidding me?
I guess that. So, do you think it's weird that I would care about you enough to wish you got better?
I think it's weird.
I don't know why you keep belittling that and making fun of it.
I don't know. I don't belittle anything. I'm just saying it really is. Maybe I'm from a different world. It's unbelievable to me that people care if I'm in therapy so much.
We don't care if you're in therapy. We care that you get better.
All right.
And when we thought that you were going to be fucking dead last time when you missed the Saget roast, you came in and you got us all to leave you alone. I realize now when you came in, it wasn't a ploy to get better. It was a ploy to get us to leave you alone.
No, well, that's
and I
true.
promise to leave you alone.
Well, all right. Well,
because you seem offended that I care about you, and that's weird to me out.
No, I just seem I'm upset that you're upset, and I'm like, well, why is he?
But
so
are you
upset?
surprised?
No, I'm surprised that you're that upset about the therapy thing. Like that's the only thing that could help me. Like that.
No, but it was the one thing that you had convinced everybody you could do. And I sat on this show many days, Artie, and defended you to a lot of people in the belief that you were making an effort to get better.
Well, how do you know I'm not making an effort to get better? How do you know? I was on the wagon once for 11 months and 3 weeks,
You sound like Sam. I have my 60-day chip. I know you were. I know.
I did that with just willpower. Like, how do you know I'm not just trying, on my own, using whatever I have?
Because you've said many times.
I know. I'm such a fuck up. I can't defend myself. That's the problem.
You're the one who told us many times that you needed help and that you have tried to do it on your own. And
there's other places to get help, though. You guys don't think this. There's other places to get help, maybe, than a therapist.
Have you been going to church every day?
No, No, not church, but, maybe there's some friends I talk to that help me. Maybe I'm trying to do other things to take my mind off of drugs like gambling.
I mean, therapy.
I mean, listen, I love you. I know you care about me, but I'm upset that you're upset. And I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm disappointing people. And every thing I say sounds so stupid because I'm such a fuck up and I have a bad history. Like, there's nothing I could say, I'm trying to make myself better. That hasn't worked so far.
But think about it. Like, break it down for a second. Like, why did you wait till today to tell us? If you'd have told us 2 weeks later, you told us you cried. You told us you admitted you didn't drink.
It is
like,
funny.
I mean, the lie. I know it's funny, but
yeah. But are you so?
I'm like, don't worry, Artie's okay because he's trying hard.
Yeah, but are you so deep in the lie at that point that it's easier to go with it than come clean?
You know what? That's what I learned in an after-school special.
No, but why today?
When you're that deep in a lie.
Hey, Art, why did you pick today to tell us?
Because Lisa G is sitting there, and quite frankly, she's sexually harassing me, and I have to try to get her off of me. And I figured if actually, I'm getting a lawyer now.
Art, you said someone
She's got a list.
Art, you said someone found out already.
Promises. What is her problem?
You said someone found out already that made you kind of say, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna reveal it."
That was a lie.
I knew it.
Hey, by the way,
I knew it.
If Scott DePace is here, Scott, can you come down for a second? Because Scott has one of the most insane theories I've ever heard about this entire thing.
Scott was the one who, as I was leaving, Scott came out making fun of you, saying, "You hurt Gary's feelings." That's what he kept saying.
But it seems like the big thing here is the word therapy. It's not that you care. He's like, Artie doesn't get why you care so much about, and Howard too. Like, therapy is the magic word.
But I think it's not. Well, it's not.
If I'm not you guys are so into that shit that if I'm not in therapy, I'm not trying to get help. That's the problem.
But Gary's most upset, I think, that you said you were, and then you're not.
Because I'm trying to appease people who think that's the end-all, be-all.
Isn't that what you're most upset about?
That's not true. No, you're not appeasing me because I think it's the end-all, be-all. There's probably a bunch of different ways you can go. That's the way you decided to tell us that you were coping with that particular incident.
Well, what if I told you, look, I'm just using my own tools in my head to get better? You're not going to believe that.
Well, I'll believe it, but I don't think it'll work. I believe you were doing that, but
that's
I'd say
discouraging.
Scott, come over here.
Yeah, but Artie, you understand. People aren't going to believe it because you made that bed.
I know, and I have to line it.
Scott, tell me what you just tell me.
First of all, it's not insane. No, I just was doubting some of your drug, things. right now.
There you go. Well, why am I? Maybe I'm not lying. Maybe I'm lying about the drugs.
Let him talk.
As far as I know, I never saw you withdrawing here at work. I never saw you throwing up. So I was just questioning. A lot of the timeline was off. So maybe this is all a ploy to sell some books.
What timeline?
He thinks that the whole drug thing was a ploy to sell books. He spent a good 4 hours with you down at your Jersey Shore home and saw no evidence of drug use, so he's pretty sure you're clean.
Do you have any evidence that you can actually prove that you ever did heroin?
Right. Can we take your hair?
Listen,
that's why he won't give us a hair sample.
You're not getting my hair.
Wait, by the way, we talked about this on the Rapper Show. You've told us you've done heroin. You told us you've done coke. What could be in your hair?
I just don't want to.
No, but what could be in your hair?
I don't want you to take my hair. It's creepy.
But there's nothing we could find that could be worse than heroin.
I don't want you taking my hair.
But seriously,
if you've raped someone, does it show up in your hair?
No, it doesn't.
All right, fine. You can have some.
On Tuesday's wrap-up show was a big discussion about how Artie and my friendship might be a little bit fractured. Talk about him getting my paycheck by accident and how he lied about going to therapy and just how I felt about it. And a lot of callers had a lot of opinions. So this is what happened.
Very awkward conversation today, Gary, between you and Artie.
But one you guys knew I've been waiting to have.
Yes, we did know that, but I don't think it went the way anybody expected it to. I mean, Artie made the point to say that lately he felt that you were sort of hard on him, and then you came in and said, well, you felt the opposite way. You felt that Artie was treating you differently ever since that incident where he got your paycheck by mistake.
Right. I did think he was treating me differently, but he said he wasn't. I mean, he answered that really quickly. He looked at me. He's like, Gary, really? Like, he seemed sort of surprised by it. He sort of convinced me, but he's convinced me a lot of things. But I guess, I don't know. He said that it didn't bother him. There's a part of me that will never be sure, but I'll have to take him at that and move ahead. Some of the guys here were saying, like, when I came out, people were like, God, if that were me, you're a better man than me. If, Artie was going around talking about my check, I'd be really pissed. And I said, I've already gotten past that. Like, I was upset for a minute and I got past it. I was having a bigger issue with the Artie's got something against me thing. I really thought Artie had an axe to grind with me.
Well, both Lisa G and Jason came in to corroborate the fact that Artie, well, not the fact, but that Artie was showing, making jokes about having your check and, hey, you want to see it and stuff like that. Jason, that must have been a weird thing.
First of all, I misspoke. I'll just go on record. I was wrong. He did not, to my memory, have to check with him. Okay, I ran in on the air. It was a year and a half ago. I was drunk, so I am sorry for saying that Artie had to check with him. However, I felt bad that Lisa was kind of on her own out there saying that Artie was going around that night talking about Gary's paycheck, and Artie was denying it because it just simply wasn't true. And I love Artie, and I hope he doesn't hold this against me for the rest of his life, but I'm just sorry. It wasn't true. He was talking about it that night. He was talking about it to a lot of people, and I know it really bothered Gary at the time anyway.
It did.
So
I mean,
that was it. So I said, I said what I said, and I'm sorry that I implied that he had to check with him, and that's that, and I'll deal with any repercussions that come with that.
But there's been this overall uneasiness between you guys, it sounds like, but you both came at it from different perspectives. Like Artie thought this one thing and you thought the other.
Well, he thinks I'm pissed at him, and I think he's pissed at me. And Artie was right. That whole thing about the, me tagging along, when I first heard that theory about how I'm riding Artie's coattails, it really bothered me because I would never want to do that. Artie does his own thing, and I could do my own thing, and I don't need to ride his coattails. And and then it came out, and then Artie started joking about it, and that made me wonder. But then Howard did it today, and he goes, "Well, that's not what I heard, Artie. I heard it's true." And it doesn't seem like a joke when Howard says it. And then people around here have sort of come to me and go, "I don't know. I've heard this. I've heard that."
It's been illustrated on the air why Artie may be mad at you, whether or not it's true or not. But where was it coming from where Artie thought you were mad at him? Like, I don't know what that was coming from.
I think he just senses an attitude change, and he's not wrong. I have changed my attitude a little bit because I'm more defensive because I think Artie doesn't like me, or I thought that.
Now, having that conversation, did it help things at all between the two of you, or is it more status quo?
It probably helped things a little bit. The truth is, in any other environment, we probably should sit down at some point for lunch or just go to a room when nobody's listening and really put the cards on the table and get past it. But that's never going to happen.
Now, Howard sort of let that conversation go and didn't really pipe in one way or the other. Where do you think he stands on all this?
On what?
Between you, I mean, he said, we're here for Artie if he needs help, but he didn't really weigh in on, why you're angry, why Artie's angry. Where do you think he stands on all this?
Well, I don't think, we sort of both said it. It wasn't really an argument, and so, of course, Howard immediately loses interest. It wasn't a real fight or anything like that. I mean, Artie made his point. I thought he had my back on the whole, hey, why do you make it seem like we're such, we're gay for caring about you? That I thought he had my back on.
Well, he tried to make light of the situation. Hit number 2, Ted. Here's a little bit of Gary and Artie.
There's a part of me that does believe that, once that thing was planted in my head about me piggybacking on you,
I know, dude.
I start to wonder. And listen, you didn't help if I'm making a joke every day before we went to
make jokes. I can't sit here and just
He can't be nice to you.
I got you.
It's like Ralph calls up the wrap-up show and goes, "Oh, now you're going to make jokes." What the fuck am I here for? I'm not here to get analyzed by people. I make jokes. I'm Artie the joke man.
Are you making jokes now?
Artie the joke.
Well, tell a fucking joke already.
Part of the reason you were upset, and I could be wrong, so that's why I'm asking you. The timeline, before the pizza party, when Artie talked about the check, how'd you talk to Artie about the check? Like, had he called you and said, "Hey, I got your check"?
No. What happened?
I thought you had asked him not to talk about it, and then he talked about it anyway.
No. What happened was, we sit down at the party, and Artie's, got a couple in him, and he goes, "Oh, yeah, Gary, I got to tell you what happened today." And he says, "The wackiest thing happened. I got your check." And then he started sort of talking openly in a booth with people about, how much my check might be, which is my personal business. And I was like, "Artie, I'd rather, I really don't want you doing that." And he to his credit, he sort of saw it as a joke. And when I said something to him, he was like, "Oh," he really saw it for the first time. He was like, "Okay," and I won't do it. And he didn't do it anymore. But I just didn't get to him early enough.
All right, let's go to the phones. Talk to Obi. Obi, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, Jon and Gary. How you guys doing?
What's up, man?
Hey, I don't ever, well, I shouldn't say ever, but I have to agree with the way Robin is treating Artie, and I think she's the only one treating him the way he should be treated at this point. The guy, he lies constantly, he shits on everybody around him, day in and day out. It just seems like it's always something else with him. Get rid of him. Put his fat ass back out on the docks. He's a fat, bloated, lying junkie, and that's the bottom line.
Yeah, but we don't have to get rid of him. And Robin, you can't tell somebody how to feel. It's one of the things you learn when you get married. You can't tell somebody how to feel. Robin feels the way she feels, and that's how she handles it.
Yeah, I understand that, but I mean, I can't believe that you feel. I bet you feel similar to the way Robin feels. I mean, you said flat out that the guy you feel betrayed. I mean, you're right. You should feel betrayed.
Well, I felt betrayed that he lied to me about going there while I was defending him. But it's not like he told the lie that affects his job here. It's not like he told me he needed 2 weeks off to go, be with a sick grandmother, and he was in Hawaii. It's mostly about his life. But again, on the show, everything's so intertwined. Your life and work, they're all part of the same thing.
Yeah, I get it, but when you're lying day in and day out, and who knows what's to believe? What his books? Who knows if I can believe half the crap in his book now? The guy's credibility is shit. And you say it's to protect his job, but where? How do you know where it stops?
You don't.
The guy's called out how many times? He's openly lied about doing drugs. I mean, then you got a couple callers are going to suck in his dick saying he doesn't make enough money. Well, come on, the guy.
The opinions run the gamut. There's no doubt. There's those people who think that Artie can do no wrong and that he should be able to do whatever he wants, and there are those people who think, on the other side of the spectrum.
Hold on. Just a text message update from Artie. Tell Jason I never denied talking about Gary's check at my party. I hated they said I had the check with me, and then he texted me again saying, "Say it, asshole."
Hey, what's up? On Wednesday's wrap-up show, we talked about Secret Santa. Scott, the engineer, of course, was bitching about not getting gifts. I think he was trying to point out the fact that the 3 richest people in the studio are the ones that have decided to end gift giving and start the Secret Santa thing, and he was pissed about it. And check it out.
Vincent in Rhode Island, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hi, I gotta say, I gotta take Scott's side on this. I mean, the 800-pound gorilla in the room is that Howard, justifiably, is an immensely wealthy man, and he certainly could afford to give out a generous Christmas gift to everyone. And the fact that a couple ingrates grouse, are they going to scuttle it for everyone? That seems to be an overreaction. I mean, he should even just give out cash, and then if a couple idiots say, who cares? He did the right thing. I don't understand. What's so difficult about that?
If he gave out cash, it would be 100 times worse, don't you think?
Yes.
Because then everybody would just be comparing checks. At least, somebody gets a TV and somebody gets a DVD player. You can guess at the difference. But when you start giving out cold, hard cash, how much
why
did you get?
Why is it he gives her the same? Well, the way you solve that is you give everyone exactly the same amount, $500 to everyone.
But he was giving everybody the same exact gift. I think last year it was all iPods, and the year before, and this is where he got really upset. Or not last year, but the year before. But the year before that, he gave everybody the stilettos. That's right. And everybody assumed that Howard got them all for free. And he didn't. He had to pay full price for them.
Well, I mean, Guy, first of all, not everybody thought that. But second of all, is that a huge leap to make that the company that Howard practically owns, he gave away the stiletto? I mean, that's not for some people to think that, and it wasn't me, certainly. I love my stiletto. But, I mean, it's not like a crazy thing to think.
No, but what he's saying is he paid, full price for them, and he bought everyone a gift, and then everyone accused him of being cheap.
I'm just saying maybe he shouldn't have been surprised that people thought that. But, sir, to go back to your point, I think if Scott got $500 from Howard, and then I don't know, maybe Steve Brandano got $500 from Howard.
What the fuck is that?
And Ryan from the Tapes team got $500 from Howard. I think you would still be angry because even what the fuck? I've been here 30 years.
Of course he would be.
No, why would I be angry?
Yeah, of course.
Dave in Ontario, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, how are you guys?
Hi, Dave.
I was listening to you guys talk about, what Howard got for you guys for Christmas. What did you guys get? What have you guys been getting Howard for Christmas? I didn't hear any discussion on that at all. Does anybody even think of getting him something?
This year?
Like Ronnie, for instance.
Well, hold on, Dave. You're talking about what gifts we're going to get him this year?
Well, yeah, I know you don't want to talk about it. But all this historically, Howard got us all iPods. Well, last year I got Howard, what? Would you get him? Would you guys get him anything?
Yeah. Every year we get him something.
I got him something.
What?
Wait, all you have to do is go back and listen to past shows. We did it all on the air.
Now, are you talking about last year specifically, Dave? Or?
Well, last year, this year, are you guys getting them something nice? I know a couple. They got to think about it. I just don't hear any discussion of it. And
what do you get?
Is it a one-sided thing? Is it a one-sided thing?
Dude, Howard doesn't want to exchange gifts. He doesn't want anybody to give him anything. And he doesn't want to give anybody anything. So that ends the discussion.
What do you get? First of all, what do you get a guy that has everything? You make a donation to his favorite charity.
But that's
if you are getting him something.
something.
No, you can buy him a gift. I've
got him gifts too. But
listen, I've got his birthday gift sitting at my house. I bought it 2 months ago. It just was something that I knew he'd want.
Right.
But you know, you have to dig around during the year. But Howard, the whole point of the Secret Santa thing is to not exchange gifts with people.
Right.
So, Dave, are you saying the people who are bitching about not getting anything from Howard should be the ones? You know, what are they
well,
giving?
I
Is that
just
your
wonder.
question?
You know, I just hear a lot of that. You know, he got you something. He didn't give me something. What did he get you? What did he get? It's like, okay, you know what? Like, it just sounds a lot. It sounds like a lot of one-sided whining to me.
Well, it's not
some of you, not all of you, not all of you.
So who are you referring to?
who?
I just, Ronnie. What did Ronnie get him?
Well, when?
Wait a minute.
What'd you get-
Wait a
what'd you get
minute.
this-
Hold on a
what'd you get him
second.
last year,
Hold
Ronnie?
on. What did you? First of all, when did you ever hear me bitching about anything that Howard gave me?
Well, generally speaking, Ronnie, you do a lot of.
No, I
bitching
never
and-
bitched
but
about
I mean,
anything.
But,
He's the-
I just didn't
Dude,
hear like,
all I
last
can
year
tell
got
you.
Howard a
Listen,
nice book.
hey,
Last year I
listen to
got-
me. He is to me. All right, he's the most generous person to me that you ever want to meet. Okay, so you never heard me complain shit about it. What he ever got me.
No,
okay,
you're right.
So calm down.
I'm not calm.
All right, and
You
what did I
were
get?
calm.
I made a donation to his charity last year. Okay, is that are you happy with that?
Oh well, no, I'm thrilled, Ronnie. I'm thrilled.
Good. I'm glad.
Scott, just ask, guys. You don't have to get offended.
I'm not getting offended.
Scott, how about you?
I've always, as long as we've done it, gotten Howard a gift. I've gotten everybody on the staff a gift until last year when Howard said, Secret Santa, you give a gift to one person, you get a gift from one person. Right. That's what we do. Howard decides what he wants done, and this is what he wants done.
And actually, the year before, I remember Scott got a very favorable review. I forgot what he got Howard. It was a bowl, or it was something nice, but Howard liked it. The only thing Scott gets nice gifts. The only thing we've ever goofed on Scott about was one year, all of our gifts reeked of smoke.
Yeah.
Like, how could a crystal bowl smell like smoke? But it did. And then Scott got something that was made of cloth, and it just reeked of smoke.
Was that your flavoring, or?
It's the flavoring I used to use, yes. I don't use that anymore.
That's his mambo.
Yeah, right. Benji, how do you deal with the Howard gift situation?
Listen, I totally, like I said, I think it's very nice if someone wants to give a gift. If they don't, I don't think it's a big deal. So you mean getting him stuff?
Yeah.
I got him one year a hockey shirt. And like,
he wears it every day, right?
No, I think he said it was horrible. I got it. It was from BU. I got a hockey shirt, I think, with his student radio station letters on it. And I asked Ralph. He said, "Get it red, get it in red or something like that."
Hey, by the way, I want to take this opportunity to talk about something. Last summer,
and I got a black kid.
The last summer that was great. By the way, the black kid. Last summer, I was out at Howard's house, and we were in the pool, and we started laughing. He goes, I got to tell you something. He goes, you know how I beat the shit out of you on the air about that crappy Christmas gift you gave me, the kit that had like nail trimmers and nose trimmers and all that stuff. He goes, I've had that sitting around for 10 years. He goes, I opened up the other day. He goes, it's fucking great. He goes, I love that thing. He goes, I use everything in it. He goes, so he never even opened it up. He just looked at it. So I want everyone to know that.
JD, how about you?
I've given him a couple shirts, and he said he liked them, but he could have been just being nice. I don't know.
And you've got Artie for Secret Santa, right?
Yes.
And have you gotten any more calls from Artie's mom?
No,
suggestions?
I did get a suggestion from somebody. Actually, I was going to talk to Gary about it, but to see if Artie would even want it. But I don't know. It's a whole
How old
thing.
is she?
Heroin?
No.
A map of Delaware.
On Thursday's wrap-up show, we talked about what Howard said about being gone in 2 years and what everybody's going to do. Everybody's nervous, obviously. We all want him to stay on so we can keep our jobs, and it'd be sort of strange not having Howard in the morning, but it's a reality for us, and we all theorized about what would happen if, in fact, he decided to hang it up in 2 years.
We should start off with something Howard said in the beginning of the show, which was a quick, not a throwaway, but just, quick statement, which had everybody here a little bit rocked, I'd say, and that's Howard not declaring, but theorizing, I guess. I don't know what the right word is, but he said in 2 years he thinks he's done.
Yeah, today was the first time that he's hinted at it for a long time. Even when I talked to him off the air, I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. What if I work one day a week? But today was the first time he seemed to really be serious about, like, I don't need to do this anymore.
Were you surprised?
No, but it's weird. It's one of those things that I've been preparing for a long time, and I've even been preparing for it. I'm always meeting with people, just, getting ready for the next phase of whatever my career is going to be. But when you hear him say it, it still sort of hits you.
Did it surprise you, Benji?
No, I mean I have obviously haven't been here as long as Gary, but he always says he's going to quit. So that's what I expect Howard to say.
This was different though. This I don't know if I'm coming back. This was a little bit more. Well, first of all, you know just because of what's printed in the paper, financial records, you know that it's true that he doesn't have to. He does not have to work anymore.
Well, and I 100% know that, and I believe Howard doesn't know at this point. I believe he's truly undecided at this point. Well, I also believe he's being honest when he says, I expect to quit. I think he's being honest.
A lot can happen in 2 years.
Right. But I said to him, when this has come up in the air before, I'd be like, is this just the way you feel today and it could change, or is this how you feel? And he goes, no, this is pretty much how I feel. Usually when I ask him that question, he would say, I don't know, I could change my mind tomorrow. But that wasn't the case today.
Now, how did everybody react? I mean, you went in there and sort of said your piece, but did anybody else's reaction surprise you?
No, we're all sort of like, I don't think we're at the point where anybody's surprised. Like I said, we all sort of know it's a possibility, and we all talk about preparing for it.
Now, what would really make it different is if we knew for sure.
Yeah, right. What I wanted to ask him today, and I didn't want to press him on it, I almost asked him off the air, but I'm curious what he considers to be a good amount of time to let us know the answer. In other words, is he going to let me know 6 months before?
How much notice you're getting?
Right, how much notice he's going to give us so that we can start doing what we're going to do. Or, when will he tell us?
A few people were theorizing that Howard, is it in his personality to retire? Like, could he actually stop doing the show? I know after some vacations he comes back and he's like, I miss just getting on the radio at 6 a.m. and doing the show. And I know how happy he is with Beth, and they want to sort of explore their life together, although they've been together for a very long time. But do you think it's in his personality? Do you think he could just stop doing radio?
I didn't used to think it was in his personality. He would come back, with such a verve to be on the radio. And I'm not saying that he's not putting it all out there, but I don't know that the same. I think he could live without it. I was more interested to find out that if he stops doing this, he'll stop doing everything. Because even in past years, he's like, listen, even if I stop doing the radio show, I might set up a production office, I might do this. He's not going to do anything. That was what I found more surprising. And I don't know, if he could live with that. Could he just go on a boat like Johnny Carson did? Johnny Carson just lived his days out, and when people wanted interviews, he just wouldn't do them. Or will he be one of those guys that starts showing up on shows because he needs the attention?
What's your gut on that?
I see him sailing away on a boat. I think he's seen it and done it.
Okay, Benji.
I don't know. It's possible a boat, or it might be a cabin. I'm not.
You know what we mean. We're just talking.
Like Gary said. Like when he said this time that he's always said like, hey, I can direct movies. Maybe I could do this, which he could, but he doesn't sound like he has a desire. He says like, this is the best. This is the thing I enjoy the most. That makes me think more that he'll definitely keep his hand somewhere in this kind of format.
Gotcha. Let's go to the phones. Tony in Hoboken, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys. I just want to ask Gary, if it does come to that and Howard, doesn't re-up, would he ever consider working as producer for like a douchebag like Jay Leno?
I've said a million times that my biggest fear is, first of all, I don't know that I'm qualified to be Jay Leno's producer. I think in my mind I am, but I don't have that much TV experience. But I've always said my worst nightmare is that when this period of time comes, that I have to take what's available to me. And, if I'm out of work for 3 months and Jay Leno's interested in having me be his producer, I'd probably do it. Because that's, you got to take, if there's no other jobs available and that job's available, how could you turn down a job like that?
Let's go to Rob in New York. Rob, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, Gary, if the show does end in 2 years, can you retire?
No. Not even not even close.
So, and Fred mentioned the same thing himself. So, is it fair to say that would Howard be mad if you were out putting yourself out there looking for other employment? Because if he's not paying your bills in 2 years, I don't see how he can be upset if you're out there looking for something else. If you can't retire in 2 years, you should be looking for something else right now.
Well, in some ways, I'm always looking, in the sense that I talk to people, and we always talk that I'll be done in 2 years. But I have to be honest with you, I don't want to leave here till it's done. I just don't. I don't want to leave here till it's done.
And Rob, I mean, people in the industry are fully aware of what's going on with this show. So if Howard does make that declaration, they'll know sort of by default that Gary is available if they wanted to pursue him.
Yeah, but he gets mad when if Stutter and John leaves. Under those circumstances, a little weird. You can see it still irks Howard a little bit. Now Billy West, he leaves. Now these guys are just trying to take care of their families. If Howard does make this $500 million or whatever it is, a ridiculous number, for as long as you and Fred have been with him, if he takes 10 of that and gives you 5, Fred 5, you could probably retire. And that's
well, he should give Jason Will to give $1 million to Jason, $1 million to Will.
No.
$500,000 to John because he hasn't been here as long.
Listen, you could defend him all you want, Gary. He's your boss.
But you can't tell
now.
somebody how to spend their money.
When it's all over,
if I didn't want to be here, I wouldn't be here.
That's
so
not what I'm saying.
I don't expect Howard to fund me for the rest of my life. I made the deals that I made. I'm happy with what I have, and I can move on when I want to. You seem to have an issue with it.
We should also get to fuck Beth every once in a while.
If Jay Leno came knocking right now with a guarantee for 5 years or 10 years of employment at a serious, yearly rate, would you take it?
I would of course seriously consider it. When you say Howard got mad at John for leaving, Howard didn't get mad at John for leaving. Howard got mad at the way John left. I think we all agreed that we probably could not have paid John what he got, and we would have said, listen, we can't match that. You go do that. It was that John never gave anybody that opportunity. John made his deal and left before anybody could do anything about it, and we thought that for the amount of time that he'd work with us, he should have there was a way to do it where he could have ended up where he was, and everyone would have been happy.
Well, Rob asks an interesting question in a roundabout way, but Leno's got this new show, 10 o'clock, for whatever reason. He wants, a different producer, and he contacts you. How do you handle something like that at this point?
Listen, Howard would be the first person to say that everybody has to explore everything that's brought to him. He does that too. So, of course, if he came knocking, I would listen to what he had to say. You're talking about a million different things. Do I want to move to Los Angeles? Is it guaranteed for X amount of years? But if he said, I've got a 5-year guaranteed contract for X amount of dollars and the money was worth it, I'd probably go to Howard and say, I got a pretty good opportunity here. Are you staying or leaving? And if he says, I don't know, I'd say I'd have to take it. If he says I'm staying, I'd probably be less inclined to take it.
And the big difference there with Stuttering John is that you would go to Howard to discuss it before anything was done.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, of course, no, I'd talk to them a little bit, but I'd see what they were offering.
Benji, how about you if a writing gig like that came along?
I like Gary says, first of all, we have such a great environment here. It's hard to see, like, it's hard to imagine like a more fun environment.
Can I jump on that? Okay, look, Benji. We love Benji to death. He dresses the way he wants when he comes in. He sort of has there's rules, but in a way there's no rules. So if Benji goes to work on a more structured show, it's going to be different. You're going to be asked.
I can't imagine unless I have as much independence as I do here, like not working for myself. We have a lot of independence.
So what would you do for yourself? You mean be a freelance writer?
Develop something. I don't know.
Hey, Brian. Yeah, what's up? Beth's throwing Howard a surprise party. Do me a favor. Don't tell Sal.
Okay. Yeah. Don't tell Sal. I get it.
Don't tell Sal.
Don't tell Sal.
Don't tell Sal.
Don't invite Sal. How many times you gonna tell me? I got it.
Why the f*** would I tell Sal?
Best on a surprise party for Howard. Don't tell Sal. All right. Bye.
Dude, I'm right here. I just heard every word you just said.
What did I say? I didn't say anything.
Oh, come on, Sal. You think I'm an idiot? I know your whole shtick.
Artie, man, to explain to Artie why he doesn't have his money yet. Dan, the song parody man, sent me a long letter. As you can see, it's small typed in a full page about why he is innocent in all of this with Artie and explaining himself.
Dan, can I just say something before we start?
Go ahead.
I'm not mad at you at all, Dan. I'm not. Believe me. And you brought it up on the air. I'm sorry you did. I never would.
Artie was talking about people borrowed money from him, a guy that he used to work with at another place that hasn't paid him back yet, and that's pretty much it.
All right, yeah, actually, Artie helped me out and did loan me a chunk of money, which obviously I have every intention of paying back. We even had a conversation about it recently, and he's like, look, if you need more, we'll need a little more time, take a little more time. But my plan all along was I'm expecting a windfall of cash very shortly.
Well, he didn't bring your name up, actually. He talked about a different guy, but Artie let you, how much, Artie lent you money?
Yeah. Artie helped me out when I was moving back from Vegas, and I had a lot of debt that kind of accumulated back here, and he just basically helped me out. My other plan was, if I don't have the money to pay him back, I just sell my Harley. I put my Harley on Craigslist. It's gone in a week, and he gets it. I desperately needed money, and I was talking to him, and I mentioned it, and he made the offer. I said, dude, I'm dying out here right now, and I asked him to lend me money just like many people have asked me, and I've lent them in the past. And believe me, I have every intention of paying
How long ago was that, Dan?
Yeah, how long ago?
How long ago? It was in March.
Oh, this year?
Well, you did. I didn't bring it up.
All right.
I don't know who brought it up.
When you were freaking out on Teddy, when you had the Teddy fight, you didn't mention my name, but you said, I lent some...
Okay, so it could have been.
You said,
yeah,
I lent another guy who works here $7,500.
Okay, but how did...
Actually, your exact words were, and this guy might be even a bigger loser and a bigger deadbeat than Teddy. But I'm not sure. Maybe Teddy's a bigger loser.
No, you're definitely a bigger deadbeat than
No,
Teddy.
no doubt about it.
I was mad at the time, and I did not say your name.
No, you didn't.
And
but
there's no reason $7,500 should mean anything to anybody but me and you.
Right. I
Okay,
agree.
so
well, the point is, you're right. It shouldn't mean anything but me and you. But from the second you said that, from the second that went down, the clever detectives here were able to deduce who it was, and everybody was talking about it was me.
You brought you.
No, Howard. Months later did I bring it up, but before that, people were whispering it in the hallways. I'd walk by, Fallon's walking by me, $7,500, $7,500.
How did they know that? How did they do that?
I guess they were able to figure out that it was, you said it was somebody who works here or somebody closely associated with the show, and everybody out there knew that it wasn't them. They knew that I just moved back from Vegas. They probably, some of them might know that I was desperate.
So what's going on? But the last time
but I don't know how you can yell at a guy who loaned you money.
I'm not yelling. Who am I yelling at?
You're yelling at Artie.
No, I'm just stating the fact that I brought it up after it was already common knowledge.
Let's skip all the history of this thing.
Yeah, forget about the history of it.
Let's get down to it.
I'm just broke right now. I mean, Artie loaned me money. He basically saved my life by loaning me the money at the time. I was flat broke.
How long ago did he lend you the money?
It was March. It was this past March, so it's closing in on a year.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Now, you said you were due for a windfall of some sort.
Yeah, the wind has yet to fall.
Right.
Hopefully.
What happened to the windfall? What was the windfall that you were
I can't really discuss the windfall, but it still could possibly, it still looks very good that it could happen.
And
it's
the other day, I
else.
brought that up as a joke. Look, again, with the radio show, Howard, you know this. Like, sometimes you...
Yeah, sometimes you bring up how much a bottle.
Look, you've been doing a lot of great work lately. You were on the air. We were talking about you, and I said the windfall will be a funny thing to say, and
I understand.
Artie, let me add this history. How long did you expect to wait for your $7,500 back?
Well, I don't know how many details Dan wants to reveal, but I knew he was in a bit of trouble, and it would probably take a while. Now, I would never loan anybody money that I needed desperately, but that's
it's a lot of money.
It's a substantial amount of money.
That's 3 bottles of wine.
Is it fair to say you did want? Is it fair to say you wanted more?
I absolutely. I wanted more, and thank God that I didn't borrow.
Well, here's the thing, Dan. I did you a favor. Let me. There's a detail here you're missing.
Okay.
And again, Dan, I'm not mad at all. I know Dan's a hardworking guy, and it's tough times, but Dan wanted $15,000. He said, can I have $7,500 now and $7,500 when I get back to Jersey?
Wow.
So I said, Dan, I'll send you $7,500, but because I knew, even though I technically need the $15,000, I said to myself, the best thing for my friendship with Dan is not to give him the $15,000.
That's a lot of money.
Because I figured it would be a long time, and that's really a number it would be hard to get out of my mind. So I just let it drop, and Dan was nice enough to let it drop. So we left it at $7,500.
You've been able to live on the $7,500. Why did you need an additional $7,500?
Okay, my genius plan was out when I moved back from Vegas. I was going to get my sound system business started up again. Where I do the PA systems, I do bands and stuff like that. What I was going to do is I was going to gear up. I was was going to get an additional van. I was going to hire another guy. I was going to be able to do run jobs simultaneously. I thought that money would enable me to, pay him back faster. My plan was the money.
Do you have any family that can lend you money?
I was the guy in the family that loaned everybody else money when I had it. I was the go-to guy.
He's got a nice daughter who I've met. It's like I'm not the 15 grand would have annoyed me so much to where I might have said something.
Well, wait a second.
So I just left it at what it was.
But just
the
to let you know,
$7,500. So you never got your business going. Why didn't you just return the money to Artie then?
No, the money was to get me. The money was to cover my bills before I left Vegas, to move me back here, for me to move into a place. You got first month's rent, last month's rent, security, to get my piece of van back on the road and roadworthy.
Don't you live with friends? You don't even have a place.
Yeah, no. I rent a house. I have roommates. I rent a share of a house. when I lived out in Vegas, part of my living arrangement was part of my work deal.
Now, since March of 2008, have you taken any vacations? Have you gone anywhere?
Let me tell you, Artie, I have not afforded myself a single fucking luxury. I live as frugally as possible.
Where'd you get that coat? That very nice leather coat.
This fucking coat. I got this coat is so old.
Give it to Artie right now.
You want it?
Yeah, Artie wants that coat.
This coat is so old.
Take off your pants. This is what I hate.
How much are those pants?
I hate it making someone who's a friend of mine explain themselves, but
I just want
I would never do this. I feel awkward right now.
The rumor is you owe Artie more than $7,500. Is that true?
No, as far as I know, I owe him 75. My plan was to get my money. I was going to give him 10 grand. So his interest, he probably wouldn't even take it, but I'd force it on him. I'd say, do something nice for me, for yourself, the way that I did something. You did something nice for me. But the funny thing,
Dan, let me ask you something. What do you think's going to happen with this loan? Do you think?
To make it all the more pathetic, my plan was if I couldn't get rid of it, I was going to sell my Harley and then I could throw him the money. I'm so behind on the rent on the garage where I store the fucking bike, I can't gain access to it to sell the goddamn thing.
I know how much that means to you. I don't want you to sell your bike.
How much would it cost to get your bike back? How much do you owe them?
I owe $4 grand out there, but I have 2 bikes there. I'm dumping one off, which I'm going to get about $2 grand for, and then I'm going to have another $2 grand cash that I have to come up for.
See, the other thing,
what are you going to do with the $2 grand? You going to give it to Artie?
No,
he's got to get the bike.
Yeah, I got to sell the one bike that's in there for $2 grand.
Why don't you say
come up with another $2 grand to clear that debt? Then I have access to the other bike, which I can then sell and pay him back.
You see, and Howard, here's the other thing: by not giving him the other $7,500, it does something else. I knew if I gave him everything he wanted the first time, he's going to come back for more money. So by not giving you the other $7,500, it sort of puts a cap on what I can give him too.
What about
he knows that?
What about getting a regular job?
I'd like to. I spent 20 years honing my skills in like the electronics sector of electronics, where I had my business, which went away, and I'm a dinosaur that's obsolete. It's kind of like if I was a skier and I no longer had legs, I can't do that anymore.
What about going to a restaurant today and saying, I'm going to work in the kitchen?
Sorry, man. For the amount of money I could, the amount of money that I would make on a menial job like that would hinder me from being able to make the small amount of money I need to get by between child support, monthly living expenses, which is really it. I have a certain number I have to make. What about you go down
to the sanitation department right now? Like I know King of All Blacks makes about 40, 50 grand a year.
Because he's vested, because he's got tenure, because he's been in there forever.
So why not start?
I'm 45 years old, man.
Too old for that?
I'm too old for that. I mean, I can't. If I could start at the bottom, I mean, an entry-level job where you don't have skills.
What about working at a motorcycle shop? What about that? What about you?
I don't have the skills to work on other people's bikes.
What about a salesman at a store that sells motorcycles?
You could sell knives, all
that.
You have knives.
I could use them too, but. No, you know what?
Sell your hair to a Chinese wig company.
That's not. I'll tell you, I've considered it. And people aren't buying hair anymore. The economy's shit. People aren't buying bikes.
We've heard all sorts of rumors about. Now that everybody's talking about this,
I know. I mean, first of all, I don't know how the gossip around here is crazy.
It's all over the place. So I got to ask both you guys a question. Is it true that one of the ways Dan got the money from you was that he called Artie and he was crying that he wasn't going to be able to see his daughter and he needed the money for airfare to come back? That's one of the rumors.
He wasn't crying, no.
He
really wanted to get back.
Now, how can these rumors be completely fabricated? If me and Artie are the only ones that had this conversation, everything else is just total fabrication.
Although I read your letter.
Yeah.
And I have to admit, something didn't ring true about it.
Tell me what didn't ring true.
If you don't mind me saying. You describe that since this has come up on the radio, And Steve Langford's been reporting on this.
Let me cut you off on that.
Hold on, let me finish.
Can you just refer to him as the scumbag piece of shit and not the name? Because the name makes me want to make my blood boil.
All right, scumbag piece of shit. I don't feel that way about Steve.
You know, all your life, you've criticized people in the media who have misquoted you, who have written articles. You've accused them of yellow journalism. You've done prayers to Jesus, wishing cancers to spread through their body and die them so that you could piss on their grave and laugh at their rotting corpse.
What has Steve said wrong? There is a loan here. There's a debt to be paid.
The point is, it's between myself and Artie. Yes,
but you brought it up on the air, and then Steve is put in the awkward position of having to cover it.
Yeah, but you know what? He called me, and I said,
Steve.
"Yeah, that walked fast past me, you fucking piece of shit."
Well, wait a second. You're taking it out on Steve.
No.
Don't do anything stupid.
No. Just stop it. Let me speak. Steve called me. I said, "Please do not run a story on this. When it's a fleeting mention on the show, it's one thing. If you repeat it in the news over and over again, then word can possibly get back to my daughter. She'll get teased. She'll get antagonized at school." I said, "The point. No, Howard. The point is, I said to him, please do not run the story. I'm appealing to you as a father and as a fellow human being.
But wait,
do not run the story. And everything I'm saying to you is well.
But Dan, you use the kid card.
Whether I use
who knows who Dan the song? Your kid doesn't go to school and get teased by the other kids because her dad is Dan the song guy. I mean,
no. She gets teased by other kids because some of the kids at school do know that I work here and people hear it.
And they know you're Dan the song parody man, and they listen to Howard 100 News.
They knew you didn't pay back Artie?
Oh, come on.
They didn't know it
possibly be true.
What kind of song can you make
First of all, it is. Second of all, you want to call me a liar? Call me a fucking liar.
I'm not calling you a liar.
Well, I'm telling you one thing, and you're telling me you believe it to be the contrary. So you call me a fucking liar. But the bottom stop. The bottom line is this: I begged and I pleaded, and I very, very eloquently asked him not to run the story that it could have a negative impact on my daughter. I said everything I'm saying to you is off the record, and the fucking piece of scumbag ran the story anyway. And not only that, but he lied because in his story, he says Dan warned us against running the story. I didn't warn you. I asked you not to run the story. You're a fucking scumbag, a piece of shit, a yellow journalist, and you don't practice what you preach because many times you've lied on the air and you fucking squash stories about yourself because you're a human piece of fucking shit. You should fucking die tomorrow so I can shit on your face, piss on your grave, and do a fucking happy dance because you're not a fucking human being to me. You're a piece of fucking garbage. And you better walk past me fucking fast when you walk past me.
Don't make threats. Don't make threats.
I'm not making threats. I'm just recommending the pace that he should walk at.
What does that mean?
Because I don't want him fucking near me because my skin crawls when he's near me. So it would be a favor to me the same way as I asked you nicely before not to run the fucking story. It's a favor to me because you make me fucking sick. The sight of you, the thought of you. Let's talk about the liar fucking Langford. Funny stuff. First of all, what a moron. This fucking guy is embarrassed and tries to squash a story. He hates the fact that he has a reputation for having a big cock. He should hate having a reputation for being a big cock. Steve Langford's huge penis. They had one of his ex-girlfriends who wanted to talk about it, and he wouldn't allow it through. A year later, he fucking lied and said he didn't squash the story. Then there's the fucking Steve Mud Langford, where the rumor was that he apparently shit his pants and his nickname at another news place was Steve Mud Langford. Now, he played it off and lied by saying that they said that because he was a fan of scatological humor. However, then a year later, he got somebody to cover for him and say, no, there was an incident where we were in the news van and I crapped myself and Steve got blamed for it. If that was what really fucking happened, why didn't you just say that was what happened? Not just say, oh, I'm a fan of scatological humor, not that somebody else put their pants and I got blamed for it.
Steve, do you want to...
So you're a liar. You are the piece of shit that comes out of it. I asked you not to run the story.
Right,
it wasn't big news. He wasn't breaking any news. He was just fucking driving home something that was already covered on the show.
That. All right, Steve.
Scumbag.
Do you
fucking die, you piece of shit.
Can he answer that?
And
did you poop in your pants?
No.
You did not?
No. I would like to be able to tell you that I did, but I didn't.
No. See, it's physically impossible for a piece of shit to take a shit. Either you can take a shit or you are the shit.
Want to respond to charges?
Well, it's interesting. Dan says clearly that he wants to bury the story. Why is he on this radio show right now?
Because you've already fucking blown it. It's been on the air.
No, this was
and he's already... That's not... No. Why don't you fucking address the fact that we had a conversation, I told you, asked you not to run the story.
Right, but I don't take requests.
Did I warn you not to run...
When I covered the news...
Did I ask you to not run the story, or did I warn you to run the story? Because in your news story, you said, Dan the Song Parody Man warns us. Dan the Song Parody Man cautions us. Did I ever warn you or caution you, or did I ask you? Because saying I warned or cautioned, which sounds like I threatened threatened you makes for a better story when you don't have a fucking story.
Let's go with
it. That tries to blow things out of proportions.
All right. Well, we're not getting anywhere.
There's so many inaccuracies.
He makes Tom Chiasano seem fucking animated. It's like if they took a fucking robot.
But you're mad at the guy
and cloned it with a piece of shit. You'd have fucking Steve Langford. It's like they took a robot and they did a poor job of trying to program it to emulate human emotions.
Dan, I like it. Here's my recommendation. Next time, don't bring up on the air that you're the guy who borrowed $7,500.
Howard, it was already out. The bitches in the office were already talking about it. When Artie was talking about
it. No, I'll tell you what, I would never, but people would ask me and I would just go, I don't know what you're talking about. And it would never have come on the air.
But every time my name came up, did Howard not get a note that said, doesn't Dan the song Parody Man owe you money?
And I would say no, and then it was end of it. Howard, believe me.
Listen to me.
It would never have been this way.
As mad
Dan.
as you are at Steve, and I understand your point. Guy got it.
I told him it could affect my daughter. He ran a story anyway. He wasn't breaking any news.
All right.
He was just repeating what was already said on the air. I asked him fucking nicely.
What we did was we called the individual involved here, which is what reporters do.
All right. So here's the thing.
Right, and I said, I'm not authorizing you to tape this.
We
I
did
said,
not
do not tape this.
We did not tape the interview because you would not go on tape. However, we did quote you.
Yeah,
which is what reporters
No,
do.
You didn't quote me.
Yes, we do. We got it right here.
Yes or no? Did you say in your piece that I warned you not to run the story?
Here's what the story says.
Because you can repeat the piece.
Here's what the story says.
Let's hear what he said.
The story says Dan refusing to go on tape to comment about Artie mentioning the large lingering loan he still hasn't repaid Lang, and the song Parody Man warning us not to blow up, sensationalize, or glorify.
Warning us? Did I warn you? What is a warning?
Yes. Not to glorify, sensationalize, or blow up the story.
That's pretty close.
No. That's a warning means
the news.
You better not
if
do
you
this.
Don't like the news,
asked him. I did not warn him. There's a difference. When you fucking say that somebody warned you,
you're getting worked up over the
you're like all
no.
It's just a no. It's an example of the fact that he's a piece of shit scumbag and he's full of shit. That he didn't have.
The story's true. What can I tell you?
No, the story's not true because I didn't fucking warn you. Shut your fucking hole, Langford. Shut your fucking hole, Langford. Fucking walk near me.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And Dan, calm down.
Wow.
It ain't worth it.
You piece of shit, Langford.
Go out there.
No, we're
Go
good.
that way.
Steve,
I'm not going to touch him because I'm not into scandalizing shit like him.
You heat it up.
Fuck out of here.
You're heated up.
Howard, if somebody ran an article where you asked somebody not to say something and you said that they printed, you warned them.
I would point it out.
You fucking hit the fucking roof. And especially if it was
maybe.
And especially if you asked them not to run it out of concern for your children, whether the reporter thinks it's a valid concern or not.
Reporters write whatever they want. They don't care about your children, and they don't. That's
obviously,
the bottom line.
especially including the scumbag that you employ, Howard.
That's true.
He's a fucking piece of shit.
He's a newsman.
He's a newsman.
No. He's a piece of fucking shit.
I don't sit
I've
there and
helped
tell
that fucking piece of human garbage out with when he's fucking my help. I've seen him working on stuff and given him ways to speed up his fucking research. I've helped this fucking guy out. You think?
Now here's what I want you to do tonight. Here's what I want you to do tonight. Cut up your own voice and make song parodies out of it.
What is this? Is great tape.
This is great tape.
I'm sure somebody else will.
No. You need to do this.
Can I just touch one more thing? And obviously, I look at Artie. I'm like, I say, Artie's my friend. We fucking hung out. We've done a lot of. We've had a lot of good times together.
I don't have any bad feelings against you.
I called you a ton of times. Since I've gotten back, and it's the same procedure. I call your house phone, and it goes to the voicemail.
Well, you know what I would say.
I know, yeah.
Artie's not going to tell you.
90% of the people in my life can't get in touch with me right now because I'm a heroin addict.
I can't get in touch with him. He's a heroin addict.
I felt like a real douchebag. I felt like over and over again that I don't know, like you helped me out as a friend, but then you fucking were avoiding me like the plague.
Matt is on the. Let's hear from the fan.
Well, it's hard because I don't want to put you in an awkward position where you're explaining it to me. Like if you had left a message, look, I have the money, meet me here, we'll go get it. Otherwise, it's going to be an awkward. I'm doing it for our friendship.
I know.
Ironically,
it bothers me. I mean, it fucking bothers me every day.
Let's go to some of the listeners. Times are rough, and I'm sure you're going to pay him back. Matt, go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, Matt.
Hey, Howard, how you doing? I was just curious, Dan. Don't you think that maybe if you just concentrated on resolving the whole $7,500, that it wouldn't even matter what Langford says? Like, I don't know, I'm just curious because this is the second time I'm hearing somebody blow up on Langford. Seems like we're kind of tangenting off the...
I was going to say that to you. I was going to say that to you. It's more...
I work every day towards trying to find a way to resolve this debt as quickly as possible. I got a ton of music here that I'm actually in the middle of restoring and selling. I got vintage Fender amps that are worth like $2,500 that I'd like to just get rid of one and at least hand that to Artie to give him something. But no, the point is, Matt, I told the guy that if you blow this up and you repeat the story over and over again in the news, that it could have a negative impact. It could get back to my teenage daughter.
But when you go on the air and say you're a poon hound and all that, don't you think that could have an impact to your daughter?
I said it once in a fleeting moment. You guys have repeated it 1,000 times since then.
Is it? Well, you know how the show works.
I mean, I
that's
also
the show.
write.
But has it affected your daughter? Has anything happened?
Yeah, somebody called her a fucking welfare loser at school.
All right, Ken, you're on the air. Go ahead.
I don't know how they know who you are.
I don't even know how they know who Dan the Song Parody Man is. I don't even know his last name.
I don't deny that you're telling the truth. It's crazy.
Ken, go ahead. You're on the air.
Dan, you're a talented, creative guy, but you're clearly out of your fucking mind here.
How am I out of my mind?
A lot of talented guys are out of their mind.
Well, this is an extreme case because Steve Langford is an extremely talented, professional guy, and you can't get past the name calling.
No. He's not talented. He's not professional.
Yes, he is, man.
Call up my naivete that I said to him 4 times. This could have a negative impact on my daughter. I'm not giving you any breaking news. You're not breaking a story. You're just going to be repeating what's already been said on the air.
But the negative impact on your daughter is borrowing $7,500 in the first place.
Yeah. No. It's the fact that they're running it on the news over and over again and increasing the exposure of it.
But if you didn't borrow the money, it would never be on the news.
The point is, but the point is,
look, I'm not judging somebody.
And don't go on the air saying you're the guy who's owed the money. Then you wouldn't have any Steve Langford or any impact on your daughter.
I wish that was the case, but that's
all right.
But
that's my
point over and done with. The point is, I asked the guy very nicely, and I told him why. Okay. And he chose to run the story anyway, despite the fact that I told him that it could have an impact on my child.
All right, Karen, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hi, Howard. I'm not calling about this. Did they?
All right, we're on this topic now, though, my darling.
Well,
all right. Let's stick to the topic. Let's go to Jovan.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
Good. Dan's great. He's a smart guy.
I love Dan.
And you got to appreciate him how far he got. Just a funny story. Back in the old days, we used to play hockey with him.
Jovan, hey, man, I was thinking about you the other day. You're the best.
How's it going?
Killer defenseman.
And the funniest story, we get shellacked on the ice. He gets back in the locker room. He lights up a cigarette. He goes, man, we got it. And you're just sitting there like...
Do you smoke cigarettes?
Oh, that's the other thing. I was trying to figure out if
Where are you getting money for that?
If I didn't smoke, I take it out of my food money. I'll fucking smoke instead of eat. Yovi,
give Artie the cigarette money. What do you spend a week on cigarettes? How do you not have money? I don't understand. I don't mean to get into financial life, but now that it's on the air, why would you smoke cigarettes?
I'm an addict.
Have no money.
Artie can relate.
Give that money to your daughter, then she won't be a welfare kid.
Yeah.
How much money do you spend? How much are cigarettes now? How much are they?
Anywhere between like $5 and $8 a pack.
Oh my God! So how many packs a week do you smoke?
I'm stretching like a pack will last me 2 days, and I'm smoking the cheapest stuff.
All right, so you're spending at least $50 a week on cigarettes.
Yeah. Dude, it's
if you
an
gave
addiction.
him $50 a week, you'd be paid him back already.
Yeah,
for a year.
It's
What's $50?
2027.
What's $50 a week times 52 weeks? Robin, you're a math major.
2,500.
2,500 you'd have. Then you could get your bike out of hock and pay Artie his money.
That's about a third of what you owe.
Hey, Jovan, back in those days.
I want you quitting cigarettes
Back in those days, would I put up like the whole $6,000 for the team fee and then wait for the guys over the course of the season to pick it up because I had money back then? Yovi was a great defenseman.
Listen to me. Quit smoking today. It's over.
I wish I could.
No, you can't.
Stop
if you
it.
stop
Wow.
buying them.
I do. I cut everything out. I don't drink. I don't do any drugs. I don't smoke weed.
Are you
I
dating?
cut down on my eating.
Have you gone on a date?
I haven't gone on a date in ages. Not a date where I had to pay for anything.
Right.
Anyways.
What is it, Gary?
The guys in the office were asking a question, which I'm going to pose to Dan. If you were looking to keep this whole Artie money thing sort of private and quiet, they were saying Artie did a book signing. And at the book signing, there was Langford was there and the Howard TV cameras were there, and Dan got online and like repaid Artie $100, like making a whole show of it.
Right.
So if you were looking to keep it on the sort of quiet, why would you do that?
It had already been brought up on the air. I was there, and I handed him money, and the cameras were there. It's not
but
about.
I'm saying it appears that you're willing to talk about it on the radio and play with it to some degree.
Now it's completely out in the open. Okay, that was something that my daughter wasn't going to see. It's something that my daughter wasn't going to hear.
But how do you know what she's going to see and what she's not going to see?
She only pays attention.
No,
to
she
the
only
news.
listens to Steve Langford.
Yeah. No, she doesn't listen to anything but the kids.
I'm just saying. How do you know what anybody's going to see or hear? How do you know if a parent had Howard TV and seen that? Who would you be mad at then?
Then I'd have myself to blame. I'd absolutely have myself to blame.
But you're out there talking about it. I'm just saying. I know why you're mad at Steve because he said he wouldn't do something and he did it. But I just think that you're just sort of getting mad because Steve's easy to kick.
All right, Bob,
No,
you have the
Steve's
last
not
word.
easy to kick. The guy can fucking probe into my fucking life and make it miserable if he wants to. Then I'll have to make the decision or not of how I want to fucking
All
deal
right,
with
Bob, you're on the air in Toledo.
Hey, how you doing, Howard? Hey, this is for Artie, and ask the song Parody Man to be quiet. I'm going to put the truth out about him.
Let's hear it.
They sold them bikes at auction because of that storage. He has no bikes. He's lying out his teeth. They were sold a month and a half ago.
Okay, describe the two bikes. Tell me what type, and then I'll pull the registrations out of my pocket. We'll see if they match.
I'll pull them out, Dan. I ain't going to describe them. They weren't that hot of a bike anyways. One went for $6,500, and the other one went for $1,100. One was an 883, and the other one was a Fat Boy.
You're absolutely wrong. They're both shovelheads.
Okay.
So you're a fucking moron. One's an Iron Sportster and one's an 80 Wide Glide. So shut your fucking off. Yeah, it's enough asshole talking shit.
Registration. Didn't I ask you to be quiet?
Yeah, but that's too fucking bad. Be quiet so you can fucking lie. You're a shitty caller. You tried to call in and be funny. You suck. That was your fucking angle to get on Howard's show to say that they sold my bike at auction? You fucking go to fucking hell.
Subscription, don't owe Artie nothing.
All right, let's go to Sam. You have the final word in California. Go ahead, Sam.
Yeah, I want to know the storage name of Dan's storage lot, because when they do get posted in the newspaper and they do come up for auction, he's $4,000 behind on the rent. I don't believe it. I want to buy them. So what's the name of the storage unit there?
Yeah, like I'm gonna fucking tell you, it's through an individual. It's not a storage unit. It's a garage that I rent with a couple other people. One person has their name on the lease. The rest of us pay our share for the garage.
All right, listen, Dan. I hope the financial situation gets better for you. That's
hopefully,
number one.
I got this. Hopefully, I'm doing this tour. This tour with the people I work out with in Vegas. I got a tour coming up, and I
plug that so that you can get back on your feet. Where are you going to be?
So Beecher's Madhouse. He's booking a casino party tour that's going on in all the different casinos outside of Vegas around the country. You can check out beechersmadhouse.com. And just one more quick thing, Artie. Was it just an oversight that you didn't invite me to either of your parties this summer? And I don't want to be a douche, or was it like that?
No, you were. I didn't formally invite anybody. It was like there weren't invitations.
I don't know. Like I said, I felt like you were.
No.
I was 10 minutes away in Long Branch, babysitting
Sounds like
my
Artie
friend's house.
maybe didn't want you there.
Yeah,
no, that's not true. I mean,
you know what? I happen to know Artie sent out a mass email. Not a mass email. An email to like Tracy, not Tracy, but some. I don't even remember that you invited anyone. I heard through the grapevine you were having a party. I don't think there was a formal invite.
Right. I just said anybody could come. Of course. If I would have seen you, you could come. No, I don't. I'm not like that. Believe me. Look, I don't judge anybody for borrowing money. I know stuff gets shitty, and believe me, a lot of people owe me money.
I tell you,
a lot of people have owed me money for years, and I keep it quiet. I'm sorry I brought it up that day with Teddy. I lost my mind.
I know.
But
I can't blame you for that.
And I didn't mean to call you the names I was calling you, but it was like. I was nuts, and I never would have brought up your name. Howard could ask me till Kingdom Come. I would have said, no, that's not true, because it should be private. I wish it hadn't come to this. I do. I mean, it might have been eaten away at you. So I was talking about another guy who owes me money.
I know. Yeah, we're going.
And look, by the way, this other guy who owes me money.
Yes.
Everybody here, they're like Sherlock Holmes. Everybody here figured out who that was.
Oh, yeah, I figured that off the bat. Too.
Okay, right. Okay, so you work here. You figured it out somehow. And
have you figured it out, Howard?
He knows who it is.
I have no idea. He told me, and I don't know who it is. I swear you don't.
So in other words, so that guy all of a sudden got the guilt and is texting me every 5 seconds, and. You know what? It'll never come to this. You know why? Because I'll never say his name, and he probably won't either.
Right.
You should have just not said anything, man.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Let me just.
I mean, I'm sorry.
Who would even know?
Yeah,
No one would know, Dan.
I've been on both sides of the lending. The first time I've ever borrowed a large sum of money is from you, aside from the mortgage that I took out on the house.
Lucky you, Artie.
But from being on the other side of it, okay, and I know how much it could piss you off if you think I'm going out and I'm spending money and just like that would be a big FU to you. I got people that I've lent way more than you lent me, who've never paid me back, who've sold their houses, and I know they've profited over $100,000 on the house, bought another house. Then
let's go get them.
Right, and then
hunt them down.
And then while I was losing my fucking house and needed money to keep it out of foreclosure, this scumbag was putting in a fucking pool in his backyard. While he still couldn't pay me back, the $10,000.
So you are not doing that.
I'm never going to be that fucking guy. I would fucking kill myself.
No, I know you wouldn't, Dan.
Right.
Believe me.
But
All
right, let me wrap this up. I don't want to put Dan on the.
Now here's just another offer for Artie. Since this tour is getting booked and I'm going to be doing a ton of work on it, Beecher actually offered to give me an advance on some of the money that I'm going to earn from the tour, which I could then give directly to you.
All right, there you go.
If you could afford it, fine.
Yeah.
You know,
All right.
don't get yourself.
But thanks, man. Again, the most important thing is that we're still friends. Man.
We are. I'm not. Believe me, we're friends.
Do you want Langford to do a story on this today or no?
No, I want somebody else to do a fucking story on the passing of Steve Langford. And I can fucking
Dan,
do a
this
happy
song,
dance.
super talented guy. As you heard, he has just put together another hit song, Everybody Douche Now, featuring Tracy. And I have to say, Dan, you are a super talented guy. And yes, you will get back on your feet.
What sucks about money
and you
is...
know what? You don't have to pay Artie back ever, I'm sure.
No. What sucks about money is, like, you know, I don't need money now.
Yeah.
But everyone here has seen my violent streak when I get mad. God forbid I ever do need money. Because, you know.
Good luck.
I'm going to go looking for it.
I mean, if it makes you feel better to kick the shit out of me, I'll hold my hands behind my back. You can pound away.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about a lot of other people.
Listen, Dan, go calm down. I want you to go take whatever Artie's on and fine, all right?
All right, thanks a lot.
Calm down over there.
All right.
Getting all worked up. I saw your hands were shaking and everything.
Oh, yeah, that pissed me off.
I thought you would take off like a rocket. All right. Well,
I would never disrespect the sanctity of your studio.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
There are a lot of people who are unhappy with the news. You and I have talked about this before, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
Absolutely. Well, what can you do?
So,
if you don't like what we report, I guess you shouldn't get involved, right?
That's very true.
I mean,
now he's just. Is there any truth behind what he's saying?
there's none. Do you want to see the story?
Sure.
Sure. Do you want me to read it to you?
Yeah,
it's kind of
really,
boring.
yeah.
I mean,
what's the gist of it?
Okay, it's one thing to owe Artie Lang $7,500 since last March. This is a story we reported last week. But to be reminded about it by Artie himself on the Stern Show, like having a big mouth bill collector nail you on national radio. Dan the Song Parody Man, particularly unhappy with Howard 100 News for reporting on this. Dan refusing to go on tape to comment about Artie mentioning the large lingering loan he still hasn't repaid Lang. And the Song Parody Man warning us not to blow up, sensationalize, or glorify the story. Dan the Song Parody Man claiming he's placed at least a dozen calls to Artie, but Lang doesn't answer or return his calls, he says. Dan citing severe financial hardship, declaring he doesn't yet have the money to repay Artie, but affirms he does have every intention of paying Artie back. And as for that motorcycle, he said he'd sell if he had to pay Artie back his $7,500. Dan the Song Parody Man reporting it's in his garage where he can't get it because he hasn't paid the parking bill. That's the news story.
Sounds like a lot of BS on his part.
Well, does that sound like lies?
Dude, this eats me every morning. I fucking wake up and there's a pit in my stomach, and this just eats me. I'm walking around with this debt, you know. You don't feel when you owe somebody money, you really don't own any of the money that's in your pocket. It's theirs. It's not yours.
Yeah.
You know. So until I clear myself of that debt, I have zero money. You know. That's
so
just the way
you're
it is.
willing to do pretty much anything to pay it back?
Yeah, I mean within reason.
Within reason.
Yeah, within reason, of course. Yeah.
Now, what about Steve Langford?
He's a piece of shit.
Is it so much that you think he's making up lies, or you just don't want him to report on all this?
I asked. It's not like he was breaking a news story that nobody had ever heard of. It's not like he was going to shock the world with any kind of information. It was just that he needed something to fill his block because he has a quota, and he decided to use my story. I said, Steve, I'm appealing to you as a father and a fellow human being. Please do not run this story. If it's a fleeting moment on the show and it's mentioned, it can get past it. If it's run during every break, during all the repeats, it's blown up on the news, it can get back to my daughter and it can have a negative impact. You can do anything you want to me. I'll stand here and take a punch. I have no problem for the good of the show. I'll take a stab wound, whatever. But I think that this could possibly negatively have an impact on my daughter. Please do not run the story. I said it to him clearly, concisely, and he chose to run the story anyway. Bottom line, he's a piece of fucking shit. He ran in his story. He said, Dan warns us against telling this story. It was in the bumper for the news as well as the news story. I never warned him. I asked him, I pleaded with him, and I begged him. Warning it is sensationalizing the story. It's blowing out of proportion. It's making it sound like a threat. The word warning and threaten aren't really that much different. And he added that in there so that he could make it into a story. And that's what makes him a piece of fucking shit.
No hard feelings?
Everything's fine. He's a good friend of mine. I'm sorry it came out like this, but you know, some people get good times, bad times, and if you loan somebody money, it should be a private thing. But there's gossips around here worse than the fucking View.
Here?
Well, I'm saying, you know,
Really?
so I'm pissed it came out like this, but we're friends and he's a good man.
All right. It's my pal, Artie Lang, man. He saved my life.
Okay, real quick, here is Sashalee. She is Miss Howard TV in February. Anyone who's a subscriber knows, in addition to all the great programming, all the original shows we're doing now, we always have a Miss Howard TV every month, and this girl is very beautiful.
Jesus
Nothing wrong with Sashalee. Hey, Sasha.
Hey, how are
Is you
you?
Sashalee or Sasha?
Sashalee is my full name, but Sasha.
Lee is your last name?
No.
You just have one name.
No, but well, my full first name is Sashalee.
Sashalee.
Yeah.
So everyone calls you Sasha or Sashalee?
Sasha.
Well, you a Russian girl or something like that?
I'm half Hungarian.
Half Hungarian. You'll look good in a bathing suit, I'll give you that.
Thank you.
You look great. Thank you for being Miss Howard TV this month. Artie, obviously, you're in love. I see Artie would not have a chance with you. You're 20 years old, and you even said you don't date older guys. And by older guys, you wouldn't even date someone 30. That's kind of gross, right?
Well, yeah, when I was talking to Ganji in my pre-interview, I was talking about Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, Ganji goes, would you date Matthew McConaughey? And Sashalee said, well, you know, he's kind of gross because it would be gross because he's old. He's an old guy.
Yeah.
So Ganji goes, I know I don't have a chance with her because and DePace goes, you think that's the reason she won't go out with you?
She wouldn't date Matthew McConaughey. She's definitely not going to date Ganji. That's how he.
Why would Ganji ask her if she'd date Matthew McConaughey?
No, because he was asking like if I had a celebrity crush or like something like that.
Well, Artie is 26. Just from all the drugs, he looks a little bit older, but you can date him. Feel free. And you are a young woman. It says here you have a boyfriend, right?
Not well, like. We're working on things.
What do you mean? Breaking up?
Well, we did, and now we're working on things.
What does that mean?
They're trying to get back together.
Yeah.
They're trying it out again.
Why would you do that, Robin? Try to get back together. It obviously didn't work. You're 20 years old. You're good looking. Why do that?
Maybe they discovered that they didn't like being away from each other once they were.
You dumped him, I assume, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think anyone's dumping you. I mean, you can't do
I've been
better
dumped
than
before.
You have?
Yeah.
Who would dump you? Who's the stud?
The guy must have been blind.
Or that, or you're terrible in
no,
bed.
I was young, and he was going to college, and I was still in high school, so it was like one of those things.
Oh, you were dating the college guys when you were in high school. Oh, I know.
No, he was going to college.
Oh, I see. He was going off.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you something. So you've only had sex with what? This one guy, the boyfriend?
I've only had 3 boyfriends.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So you've had sex with 3 different guys.
I'm just saying I've had 3 boyfriends.
You're not even saying you had sex with all of them. No kidding. How old were you when you lost your virginity?
That I kept a secret in my pre-interview as well.
Ganji told me you've never masturbated. I don't believe it.
Yeah, that's true. I have not.
Liar.
I'm serious.
You've never thought...
My friends don't believe me either, but...
I'll tell you why I don't believe you. I don't really know you, but unless there's some huge sexual hang-up, I don't see how you avoid touching yourself at some point out of curiosity. Like when you're wiping down there or something, you've touched it, right?
Hello, that's different.
All right, then all of a sudden you go, let me take a look, we'll see what's doing down here. And then you touch a little. What do you think, Robin? Is it possible she's 20 and never masturbated?
I'm serious.
I'm sure it's possible.
Anything's
a lot
possible.
of women are a little uptight, and it takes them a while.
Why are you uptight? Religious background?
I'm 20 years old. I'm young still.
You think you might touch yourself one day, or do you think it's
I
in the
don't
game
know.
plan? When a man touches you, you like it.
Well, yeah, I like guys.
Right. But to touch yourself, there's some hang up there because most people by the time they're 20 have touched themselves. Even out of curiosity, you never
I guess
even...
I'm weird.
Let me ask you, when you were laying in bed one night, I'm hanging out. Then all of a sudden you don't like, ooh, gee, my hand is on here. It feels a little good. Have you ever almost touched yourself?
No.
Wow.
For real. I'm for real.
And you've never fooled around with anything else, like, a shower head or, nothing?
You never
Meat or
got off-
vegetable?
You never got off on meat and vegetables? Like
No,
a
not
Robin,
so
no?
much.
You think that's sick if someone uses meat and vegetables?
I mean, it's their thing, I guess, if
Right.
they like it.
But it shows a disturbed human being, right?
Right. I'll agree.
You, boy, I can't believe you never touched. Robin, I'm having a hard time with that. I can't get past it.
I think there are a lot of girls in her position.
Don't you think after meeting myself and Artie and Benji that
Now
and Fred,
she will
you
have
will probably need to touch yourself after?
Oh, definitely. Yep.
Absolutely.
If I were her, I'd touch myself.
You're 5'8". That's a great height.
Yeah.
You like 5'8"?
I like it. And you weigh 115 pounds. Describe to
Maybe
women.
a little more after the holidays.
Is that right? But that's the right weight for a girl 5'8", isn't it? When you
I guess so. I mean,
absolutely.
the doctor said I'm a little bit underweight, but for the modeling world, like especially in New York, it's considered big.
You've been doing some modeling?
You're big in the modeling world?
Yeah.
Sure, she's right. You got to stay
Yeah.
super thin. Where
But-
have you modeled? Have you modeled anywhere? You getting any jobs?
Yeah, things have really slowed down right now, especially like right before Fashion Week, and I'm not like 5'10", so.
Oh, I've gone on like 2 go-sees the whole month.
Well, Sashalee is right. In fact, Beth's been talking to a lot of her modeling friends, and they said the business is so bad
slow.
now. A lot of people, a lot of girls will, like,
Really? What are they going to have to start doing? Hooking?
a real job hooking or stripping. Yeah. That's
Go with Dan down to the sanitation department.
Pictures of Sashalee are on the web now. As I said, she will be our... Oh, there's a picture of you. You do look good.
Wow.
It seems like every broad now with the internet, every broad has pictures.
Well, look at those pictures. They're
Look
beautiful.
at her. Wouldn't you have your pictures up?
That was for Hawaiian Tropic.
If I look like you, what do you mean for Hawaiian Tropic?
I did, I entered like a bikini contest when I lived in upstate New York near Rochester. And I didn't really know what it was when I was getting into it. And then I won. And then they're like, oh, you won a free trip to Hawaii and you're going to be representing New York in the international competition. So I went to Oahu, Hawaii for a week and competed and stuff. And I was like in the calendar. I was January.
Good for you. Congratulations.
Wow.
I also I imagine you could work in Playboy. Would you ever consider doing nude work in Playboy magazine?
No. I don't know. It's
your
not for
thing.
me.
No. You'd feel funny.
I'm a
But
little more conservative.
good for you.
Yeah.
It's nice
I'm interested. So 5'10" is what you have to be for fashion week.
Well, you don't have to be, but if I was like at my height, I'd have to be much thinner at my height. But
how much thinner can you get? That's so stupid.
Oh, I've seen really thin.
Yeah, but that's not sexy. Thinner, than that is.
Your parents are divorced, it says here, but you haven't been talking to your dad. You're mad at him.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, no, it's a long story, but in a nutshell, he's in his late 40s and he dates girls my age now.
That's
I
why
was
you
16
think
and he
it's
was dating a
gross.
19-year-old.
He's dating a 19-year-old and he's 40?
Well, he was. Yeah, he was in his earlier 40s then, but yeah.
Look, can you blame him? What the hell? What the
HE double hockey sticks.
Yeah, but it was just wrong, you know.
Right.
But-
So you're not talking to the guy?
No.
Oh, man. You're never going to talk to him again?
As of right now, I don't have any intention to.
Is he dating someone your age?
Not anymore, but there's just like so much weird stuff going on. I'm just like, whatever.
Oh. Wow. So you seem
But
kind of
yeah.
sad when you say that, right?
In a way, yeah.
Yeah, well, I hope so. I mean, not to talk to your dad.
Yeah.
What age would you like to see him date? What would be the cutoff?
I don't know. Someone who's not like, who could wear my clothes and like,
Right.
I don't know. We fought like sisters, so it was annoying.
You want him to date a fat chick?
I don't care who he dates as long as like it makes him
Long as
happy and
she's
she's
gross.
nice to me. But it just got weird.
Chick
'Cause
wasn't nice to you?
She was using him too because she had like 2 DWIs and like I would
Oh.
hear her on the phone and it turned into this whole thing.
Oh, so there was more to the
Yeah,
the whole
she was
thing.
she was really.
So
milking
he's
him.
not seeing her anymore, but
No.
you're still pissed.
Yeah, well,
Right.
like a lot of other stuff happened, but that was like the main root of it.
You were a pizza delivery girl?
Yeah, I
was
just
your-
actually filled in for a friend when I was home over break for Christmas.
What was your uniform?
Nothing special. It's just I live in a really small town, so it was just shorts, t-shirt. He let me wear whatever I wanted, kind of. So.
You know, let me ask you. You were never raped or molested being a pizza delivery girl? I mean, look at you. You show up at the door. You know, there's a lot of weird guys out
Well,
there.
I don't show up at the door in a bikini.
You do not. But even in a shorts and a T-shirt, I imagine guys get a little worked up, right? Do they ever try to drag you into the house?
No. The town is so small. Half the people I delivered to were like friends of family or people we knew through school. And
Oh,
stuff,
okay.
So.
All right. Well, Robin, that sounds very sexy to me. Pizza delivery girl. I like that.
I think she should think about that. She could make a lot of money delivering pizza.
I bet you she got huge tips. I would tip her $200-300.
Monday Night Football wasn't that bad of a
It's
night.
like the plot of every porno, except it's a chick.
It's the reverse. Yeah.
So, what was your biggest tip?
I don't know. I don't even know. I think maybe like $10.
$10. Jeez, these guys must be blind.
Yeah, that was
that.
big for me.
Gee, I'm a dad out there waiting for my pizza. This shows up $300, honey. Let's go. Come on. Let's do it.
I ought to keep ordering pizza, I'll tell you that.
You're not kidding. Well, listen, Sashalee, as a matter of fact, I recognized you right away because you're in an episode of
Show in the Hallway.
Which which debuts on Thursday with
Right.
Beth is in it, too.
Yeah, I met her.
Yeah, you met my
She's
wife.
hot.
She's hot, right? So you met my wife,
Yeah.
and you guys work together, show in the hallway. That's going to be on Howard TV this Thursday. Check that out. And we welcome you and thank you for being Miss Howard TV.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And you look great. I mean, what can I say? Good luck with everything.
Good luck,
Sashalee,
yeah.
everybody. Okay, Sasha, thanks.
Thank you.
Sasha, grab me a water, please.
And a pizza. Sasha's looking good. She must work out or
See her
something.
ass?
Oy vey. She must have done sports or something in high school.
Yeah, the weight of her ass. Like, I don't know what the part of the body it is, but like the side of her ass.
You need a girl like that, Artie. I've decided.
All right, but I'm too old for her. 41.
Oh, you got to go out and pursue her. To show her how hot a 40-year-old guy can be and how much fun he can be.
I don't have time for that.
You don't have time to work her, right?
Yeah, I mean, what the fuck do these broads want me to do? I'm working.
Sasha, how'd it go?
It was good.
Wasn't that bad,
Short
right?
and sweet, yeah.
So, Howard doesn't believe that you don't touch yourself.
Yeah.
Why?
Whatever.
Is that so hard to believe?
Well, he doesn't have to believe me. I don't know. I know it's true.
So how was it meeting all the guys?
Oh, it was cool. Yeah,
Very
it was
good.
really cool. I met a lot of the other guys doing like the show in the hallway and stuff. So.
Oh, so you,
Yeah.
you knew what to expect, kinda.
I don't know. In a sense, I went online and like looked into it, but yeah, I used to watch him on E. But yeah,
Cool.
it was cool. It
So you
was
had a fun time today?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, thank you.